Welcome, everybody, to Plays and Parlays. I am your host, Wesley, along with my co host, my guy, VZ, and the dude. Man, what's up with y'all, Brody?
Living life, man. I'm chilling.
Yeah, feeling like 101 Dalmatians right now.
Yeah, I know you.
Feeling like 101 Dalmatians
I
right
know you
now.
on cloud nine. I ain't mad at it.
Yeah, I know.
Yours a
I knew
little
that from the
bittersweet.
beginning,
Yours
too.
a little bittersweet though, because you got there, but
A little bit, man.
Just
You
a
know,
little
but I'm gonna
bit.
be honest with you, man. I'm gonna keep real with you. It's messed up that dude's hurt, man. You know, we're gonna get
it
into
is,
that more,
bro.
but
And it was
but
even
you know
more
what?
how he got hurt, like on the kneel
Second
down
to
to win the
last.
game. You know what I'm saying? It's like, damn, bro, you did it, and then yeah, that sucks.
I'm like this, man. You know, I know a lot of people. I have people in my inbox kind of like laughing and joking and ha ha and he
That
and
ain't
like,
funny,
this.
man. I ain't
No,
laughing.
this how I look at it, bro. I mean, I done seen us lose. I want to say what 4 or 5 Super Bowls. I've already seen that happen. I mean, a lot of teams ain't even been to 5 Super Bowls. You know what I mean? At all. I didn't seen us win 3 Super Bowls. So I mean, I'm a lifetime fan. This means nothing to me. You know, at the end of the day, if he's hurt, next man up. Of course, I want Bo Nix to be in there. Of course, I want to see him playing. He's our best. He's our. You know what I mean? That's our motherfucking lead dog right there. You know what I mean? For sure, you want to see him in the game, but. I feel like our offense it's been looking good, though. I mean, as much as people try to knock our offense, we put up points.
It's looking
we put
good.
up points.
Yeah,
it's looking decent.
good.
Our defense is not. Our offense is not horrible. So I mean, if you could put somebody there who can just run the system, because to me, Bo likes to extend plays, do extra stuff. You know what I mean?
Sure.
But it works though. It works for him. You know what I mean? So if I can get somebody here who can just run the offense,
that's what I was gonna say. Don't try to do what Bo does. Just
do
you.
You know what I'm saying? Just do what's here. Get what we can get. Let the defense play the game. But we'll go ahead and get to these games, man. We got a lot more. You know, man. We'll go ahead and get to that game. We're gonna start off with the Seahawks game, man. The Seahawks and the Rams, man. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna start off with that game because I think that's a huge game right there, man. And of course, I'm gonna start with you, man, because I know these are your guys, man. I want to know everything that you see happening in this game from a realistic standpoint. Now, you know what I mean? Let's take our a little bit of our personal favor for the teams out of it and go ahead and try to talk about this rationally, man. Let's see what we got.
I get it. It's game 3. First 2 was bangers.
Yeah.
But I feel like the Rams are a very found out team right now. After seeing that Panthers game, they looked like, that's too close. That should have been a statement game right there. They lost to the Panthers earlier, and then they win by like 1 possession against them. That's okay. They should have killed them. They go against the Bears. That's my team right there. I love the Bears.
They were sneaky good. That last throw from that last touchdown from Caleb was
that might have been one of the best throws.
That was one of the best throws I've ever seen, bro. That was crazy.
Yeah. But the fact that game was even close like that, like the Rams, they look like they lost to the Falcons. They've been found out slowly by the league, and I get Matthew Stafford. Matthew Stafford, he's just one of those dudes. I don't think he's gonna get found out, but everything else right now, their defense getting exposed.
That's what I think it is. Their defense.
Yeah, their defense been super exposed. I told y'all that their defense is not that good. Sam Darnold just threw terrible for both games, really, but that's what he's gonna do. Charbonnet's out for the season. That's gonna hurt us.
That hurt. He's your goal line threat.
Yeah, but what I loved about when Charbonnet went out is they had Shaheed rolling up in the backfield. It's like we literally have plans for this. Like we have things that we can do. K9's looked great last week. Team, our team right now is this. We have so much depth, and all of our players are just meshing so well that I don't think a team can stand us right now. I think right now, as long as Darnold, if his oblique's okay, he has a little injury problems right now. If he's fine, this should be a blowout. I think everyone found them out. I think if they win, then the next team that goes to the Super Bowl should be able to beat them because they look faulty in every game I've seen them in. I got the Hawks, of course, but I think the Rams are overrated right now.
So I mean, you feel like, how do you feel about your offense versus their offense? I mean, I know those two things do not go against each other, but kind of they do, and to a degree. It's like they're dueling each other. Exactly. So I mean, how do you think your offense compares to theirs?
I think their offense is definitely a better offense. They absolutely have a better offense, but we just have more options, I believe. And because all our offense wants to do is take time off the clock. That's all we want to do because our defense is going to keep making stops. So we just, as long as they're fully rested and we just keep running the ball, taking time off the clock, then our defense will put up more points than our offense. Sometimes. So as long as they keep getting their turnovers, which they get, we almost always force two turnovers a game. Like
sure.
we're going crazy with the forced fumbles and interceptions.
Yeah, strip sacks.
Like we go so heavy on that. It's just like I just want us to run the ball a lot of times. I just want us to keep taking time off the clock so our defense can get fully rested and then just go out there and kill again, because that's all they wanted. There's a bunch of killers out there, and they all they have that mentality of it. So I think our offense is just to make time pass, and then after that, that's all we got to. But their offense has to score. They have to keep up.
Yeah.
So do you feel like y'all had a strong running? I know I'm not playing. I'm just talking to Holler Man for a second, but y'all had a strong running game, but your passing game really didn't do that much. And you know why? You hear that Darnold was hurt allegedly. You know what I'm saying? He's going through some stuff. How does that factor into it?
I'm actually very glad that we're not going to be passing the ball as much because of that. Because
it's less mistakes.
Yeah, I'm sick of us throwing the ball so much. I just want us to keep running, run. The whole year I was saying we were a run team. We were designed to be a run. We drafted O-line. We got 2 running backs. We drafted a fullback. Now we got Shaheed. Like he could run the ball too. I'm cool with that. JSN. The thing about our team in the regular season is that was not the Seahawks playing football. That was us trying to get JSN the leading record, So people, people were saying we were underutilizing Shaheed. No, we were just trying to force this. This is our real team playing right now. So everything that you see now is something that nobody could even plan for because we didn't show it.
All right. I'm feeling it, man. But I'm like, hey, BZ, man. I know the show y'all said this. I'm feeling what he said. I wanted to get it out.
I ain't got no disagreements with what he's saying. I'll start with the Rams. The Rams have been playing tougher games than we anticipated for the opponents that they had. I do want to caveat to say that I think the Panthers defense is actually really good. I think a lot of people on their defense earn some money this season. You know what I'm saying? Whether they get traded or re-signed or whatever, like their defense, there's a lot of names on there that is going to be on people's boards to try to yank away from that team. I also think that their coaching staff did really, really well to get them dudes acclimated and start playing like winners and you know what I'm saying, to kind of get over that hump. Whatever they did to Bryce Young that second half of the season, whoever talked to him or whatever, like he's starting to, at least it looks like, because he did this last year at the end of the season. At least it looks like he's starting to end into this year. He kind of took it to the playoffs. And then what they played the Panthers, and then they beat, who did they beat last week?
The Bears.
So that game was crazy. And I mean, like, I think that the Bears just had a lot of offensive firepower. And Caleb Williams, I mean, because even Caleb Williams still threw what, two interceptions?
Hey, and even that pass that he threw, everyone's like, that was he threw that up. Dude just so happy he threw it up. That was
pure arm talent and a prayer. You know what I'm saying? Like that's not what you want your quarterback to do.
And a bit of a push off.
You know what I'm saying? Like that was pure arm talent and a prayer. That's not how you want your quarterback to perform. You just happy he can do that if he needs to. You know what I'm saying? He's got that type of talent. Like I dare say he's got like Mahomes-esque arm. I ain't never seen nobody make a throw like that, turning, facing the pressure after scrambling, barely set his feet, launched it. You know what I'm saying? Like it was a great throw, but that's not how you want him to perform, which is, I think, is the crux of him. He's going to do stuff like that, and it can either be a great reward or it could be at a huge detriment. You know what I'm saying? So like,
absolutely,
that offense was really kind of kicking, like man was saying. I think their defense, the Rams defense, kind of got, I'm not gonna say exposed, but they showed some weak points. To me, their weakest point has always been their secondary. They have great linebackers and they have a great front seven. If you can neutralize or at least get the ball out of your hands quickly, then that neutralizes the front seven. You know what I'm saying? The down linemen, because they made excellent draft choices in getting, you know what I'm saying, their linemen and everything. It's just their corners are like value corners. All their corners and safeties, they do a good enough job because everything in front of them is perfect. But I ain't trusting them in coverage for more than 4 seconds. You know what I'm saying? They playing good receivers, they're probably gonna get ate up. So I think this is where it comes like where things kind of meet ahead. You got the weakness of their defense is a pass, you know what I'm saying, is stopping the pass. I think that Seattle, particularly with Darnold having being questionable and possibly having some injuries, oblique, you got to use that to throw. You're going to feel that every time. So they're going to probably want to try to lean towards the run game, you know what I'm saying? Which is, that it's going to be a strength on strength thing. Like it's going to be I think it's going to be a hard game to kind of follow. And then on the Seahawks side, the Seahawks, in my opinion, has so many similarities to the last Super Bowl team that they had. Like, in my opinion, Shaheed is Percy Harvin. Yeah, he wasn't there all year. Percy Harvin was hurt most of the time. He only played the Super Bowl that year, I think. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's the kick return. He's the X dude, kick returner, slot receiver. Put him in the backfield. Just get him the ball. You know what I'm saying? You got a quarterback who can make the throws. You just don't want to rattle his confidence. You got a good, running back. The defense is playing amazing. They force turnovers. They got good corners that can cover. Linebackers are good. Defensive line is solid. Like, they can make all the plays. I think this game hinges. I think there's a big advantage to it being in Seattle, number one. And number two, I think it hinges on the health of Sam Darnold. Because if Sam Darnold can throw the ball at least 25 times, you know what I'm saying, to balance that out, then I think y'all should probably be fine. Now, you're going to have to compete with Stafford because I don't think Stafford is just going to back down. Again, Devontae Adams is healthy. Puka goddamn Nakua, bro. Like, that's unguardable. That's hard to contain, bro. And he didn't call up last game, even though y'all won. You know what I'm saying? And I like y'all secondary. But Puka is different, bro. Like, Puka is a different – he's big. He's fast. He can catch. You know what I'm saying? He can run the routes. Like, and he's got an attitude and a swagger about him. And that's the wrong type of dude that you want to have a quarterback like Stafford throwing to. Megatron. You know what I'm saying? So
I know Witherspoon is having a hard time sleeping.
I know he is, bro. You know what I'm saying? And then Devontae Adams is a red zone nightmare right now. He's got all that savvy from playing all these years. He might not be the fastest anymore, but he ain't slow. You know what I'm saying? Like, he still can get it done. I think that if the Rams end up playing how y'all should play, that's trouble. If they get their running backs going and they can control the clock, that hurts because then that forces Sam to throw the ball, you know what I'm saying, to try to keep up. And that might not be the best thing for him if he is truly injured on the level that he's, you know what I'm saying, that they're kind of putting out that he's injured. But because it's at home, same thing like I said the last time, I think that home field advantage is going to be the thing that kind of tips the scale this way, and also the game flow. But I'm going to give the edge to the Seahawks this. I think they can pull this one out. I think it's going to be a close game, though. I think this game is probably going to be like 28-34 or something, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's going to come down to a last possession, possibly a field goal. You know what I'm saying? I think it's going to be a high-scoring shootout, and the Seahawks can kind of tip it at the end.
Yeah, I mean, let me ask you this then, BZ. Okay, if you think it's going to be a high-scoring shootout, I mean, they scored 41. Was it 41 points y'all scored last game? I think it was.
I think so.
Yeah. I think we won by 35.
Y'all put up some points. So they can score, but the scoring mostly came. He had the running back had 3 touchdowns. You know what I mean? Darnold threw for 1. So that's 28 points right there. You know, but how I look at it is like if he is hurt, and it looks like it, I mean, he didn't have to throw. They didn't test him. They didn't test him, so we don't know if how that's going to truly affect him. But it doesn't seem like he went to JSN too much. He didn't force the ball to him. He didn't have to do anything though.
Yeah, we just didn't have to. Yeah.
At the end of the day, he didn't. I mean, you throw the ball 5 times. Cooper Kupp, he catches all 5 for 60 yards. He did his thing. How I kind of, I mean, if it does become a shootout, you have to go to the air. The ground doesn't work.
You have to. Point. That's what I'm saying.
There's no other way around. So if his arm is truly hurt,
that's going to play back.
Yeah, because there's no catching up with Stafford unless that defense.
The Seahawks have to play this game with the lead. If they're playing from behind, that hurts because now you have to put Darnold in a situation. Because let's say they're playing from behind and Darnold musters it up and he plays through and he gets it. Does that mean he's not available for the Super Bowl? You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't want to push him too far because if you win, you still got one more game to win, and that's the big one. That's the important thing. So you want to make
sure. Super Bowl,
huh?
You still got 2 weeks between the Super Bowl and
it's still 2 weeks. If that's the case, for sure, they're gonna shoot him up, do whatever they got to do. He's gonna play that game. They're gonna give him whatever. He might fly to Germany in them 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? Like, he gonna play that game. I have no doubt that I don't care what they list him as. He gonna play, even if they pull him out after the first quarter because he can't. he's gonna start the game. You know what I'm saying?
You
but
got
it's
to.
just it's advantageous for the Seahawks to control the clock, milk the game, keep the ball out of Stafford's hands as long as you can. You know what I'm saying? To not give him opportunities. That's not the dude that you want to give them opportunities to, knowing that your quarterback is not 100% to duel with him. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't necessarily want to do that. If they can get K9 going, control some clock, really what they need is strip sack, some type of turnover score. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. If you can get that when you've already scored, even if you get a field goal off that, now you're up. You know what I'm saying? So now they have to chase you, and all you have to do is stay in the lead. You know what I'm saying? If they play from behind, I think that's a detriment to the Seahawks, and that helps the Rams. If they can keep up, then I'm pretty sure that if they can score first and then get a turnover, I'm pretty sure the Seahawks got it in the bag. But if the Rams come out and start lighting them up, that's a bad sign for the Seahawks, because I don't think that they want to put Darnold in harm's way like that.
Absolutely, man. Hey, so when me looking at it, just looking at the last two games they both played together. First game, Stafford threw for 130 yards.
Yeah,
I think their running back had 91 rushing yards.
Yeah,
okay. But the second game he came out, I know it was overtime, but he threw for 457 yards.
I mean, he still had three something at the end of 4 quarters.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I mean, and so Puka had 225. And the running back still had a solid game as well too. But then you go look at the other end of it though, from the Seahawks end. Darnold put up 270 in both games. He's consistent. He's telling you basically, it's not going to be a high and a low with me. It's going to be a consistent. This is where I'm at. You know what I mean? No matter what happens, this is where I'm gonna be at with you.
Do you think he can perform like that while hurt though?
I don't know how. I mean, the extent of his,
we don't know the extent of his real. We don't know.
And that's the thing right there. I mean, if they're gonna have to just play him on slant routes, I mean, try to don't try to go too deep. Don't try to do too much.
You
know what I'm saying? So quick,
basically again.
And then let your playmakers make plays. You know what I'm saying? If JSN can let him get the ball open, some kind of open space, let him make some plays. Try to open up the field a bit. You know, so you can get start your running game off. I feel like Stafford is just going to come into this game with the mindset, though, this might be my last time ever. This probably, you know what I mean? Like, I'm going for broke right here in this. And this
will be Super Bowl number 2. This cements his legacy. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So this is a pretty much like he's thinking about this at night too. You know what I mean? He's he's sweating about this too, but he's also probably relishing it, having the opportunity to do this again. You know, and so I mean, you look at their games they played in. You know, both teams they beat. Decent teams, they're good teams. I think the Bears are a really solid team. Me personally, I really think they're a solid team.
I started to believe that towards the end of the season.
The weakest link, but the best player on the team is Caleb Williams.
Yeah, for real. He's gonna make or break you. He's gonna kill you, or he's gonna thrill you.
It's part of my
you know what I mean? Yeah. So to look at them, and I know that we were on a discount them, but they was a surprise to me. If they were missing one of their top linebackers too at the same time in that game was out. I know everyone's missing players, but I mean, they to me they got a 3. But anyway, I think that's a solid team for the Rams to have beat. You know, even though it looked like it, you know what I mean, for some reason the Seahawks just beat the out of 49ers. I don't even know why it happened that way. I can't even explain to you why it happened that way.
I think that number one, the 49ers wasn't at full health. You know what I'm saying? Like they just didn't have all their people. That game's different. If Fred Warner's in there, that game's a whole lot different. And I'm not saying that they would have won or anything, but it makes it a whole lot harder.
With Kittle.
You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no Kittle, there's no Fred Warner. That hurts, bro. And then no IU. No Bosa. So it's just like, bro, you're missing 2 key offensive contributors, 2 key defensive contributors.
What about Purcell? Did he play?
Who?
Or Purcell? I can't remember.
I'm not sure if he played, but he was hurt though.
He was hurt, but he played. He won 100% healthy. I think that also because Seattle plays them twice a year, you seen them. You know what I'm saying? 2 times. You probably seen them once at full health, then once with subs in. And it's like, okay, now we know the limitations of what the subs can and can't do. We know how we know how to get you. I think they just had their number, bro. And it was nothing that San Francisco couldn't fight back because they just
Magic only goes so long.
That's what I'm saying. Like it was a miracle they got this far with the
absolutely
they had plugging in there, which is why I think you got to consider dude for coach of the year because he didn't have his whole roster. He didn't have his whole roster.
He was pretty much crumbs and turning into diamonds.
He was having people like, who is that? know what I'm
it's
saying?
either him or Vrabel, and it's like it's hard to take it away from Vrabel because he had one of the best records in the league, if not tied for the best record in the league.
When he had a 4-win season last year,
exactly with a team, exactly with a second.
They had what, 4 wins last year.
You know what I mean? It's almost impossible to take it from him, but it's like, how did we not give it to the dude in the 49ers for what he endured and what he went through?
If you're looking on the surface, if you're a Surface fan and you just kind of looking online, you give it to Vrabel. If you know football for real, you have to consider Shanahan because he did a marvelous coaching job getting that team to what they got to.
Absolutely, I agree, and I'm like, okay, so that's why this makes it a hard situation to be in when you're really trying to pick a team. Which one of these two teams is actually going to take it? Because when I'm looking at it, I'm like, they're well matched. If Darnold's if he can muster through whatever he's got going on and it ain't taking away too much of his arm, I mean, it's hard to say, it's hard to say that anybody beats them as far as when it comes to the Rams. It's hard to say that, but at the same time, I look at it and I have to be like, okay, it's hard to say that Stafford don't show up to this game and he got killers on his team.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, you got to stop them all game long. Isn't this just a difficult job to mess around with two killers? I know you guys got one.
Man,
I think this game is going to come down to what coach makes the proper adjustments. Mm-hmm. You've played this team twice this year. Y'all division rivals. You know that coach. You know this roster. He knows you as a coach. He knows your roster. Who's going to make the necessary adjustments to beat the other team? Who's going to be stubborn enough to be like, we're good enough doing this to beat them and then get their ass whooped? You know what I'm saying? Like, who's going to make the adjustments outside the box, whatever it has to be to win this game? Whoever sells out and goes for broke, whatever coach probably takes the chances, and to me is going to win this game. But I still edge Seattle because they're in Seattle.
And they're in Seattle. That's what I was going to say. You're in Seattle.
Our team, I'm telling you right now, you guys all season have been saying, the Seahawks are doing good, but when Sam Darnold starts being Sam Darnold,
you have to consider that
he goes
as well
in the playoffs. Okay, but now that he's hurt, it's let's see if Sam Darnold's healthy enough. How come he can throw us out the game? If he's not going to throw as much, that's going to hurt us.
I don't believe in y'all's. I don't believe in y'all's running game as much. That's what it is with me. I don't believe in y'all's running game as much. You guys got probably that's just me personally. I'm not saying you guys don't have a good running game. I'm not saying it's bad. You know what I mean? I'm not. I just don't believe it's your running game because I probably don't. Maybe I don't know enough about it. It's going to be dominant enough to keep up with the Rams. That's just my personal opinion.
I think that Seattle's running game was underrated this whole year. In that, to me, that was the strength of their team. They shouldn't have been throwing the ball as much as they did, but they got enamored with it because JSN was going hard. Then they got Shaheed in the trade, so it was like, okay, let me do this. And me personally, the tandem of I know Charbonnet's out, but the tandem of K9 and Charbonnet was underrated. That was probably top 5 tandem is two backs in the league. Charbonnet probably start somewhere else. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? In my opinion, he'll start somewhere else. Like you send him to like the Commanders or something, he's immediately the starter.
He's like He's like Montgomery.
Yeah, exactly. I think that they were closer to what Montgomery and Gibbs was last year. You know what I'm saying? Than to what they were this year. I never wanted Sam Darnold to be throwing the ball 30, 40 times because to me, Sam Darnold, because of his history and how he's played it and how he was looked at, some people called him a bust at certain times because of what he did with what he went through with the Jets. To me, him is all mental. If shit's going good, then it's going to reflect. You're going to see him, do that. The moment I think that, in my opinion, I could be wrong, and I don't know Sam Darnold from can of paint, you know what I'm saying? But if he throws an interception, I think it messes with him. You know what I'm saying? I think it bothers him, and I think it starts to creep into his play. He don't throw one interception, he'll throw 3. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's what you don't want. So don't throw the ball 40 times to give him more opportunities to throw interceptions. Run the ball. Like man said, you drafted an offensive line. Use play action, you know what I'm saying? And that can get JSN open downfield. That way he don't have to throw the ball 40 times. He only got to throw it 25, but he still get the same amount of yards because he's just chunk plays. I think that's how their team needed to be set up the whole time. I think A.J. Barner is underutilized. Mm-hmm. The tight end that they got and the dude from Miami that they got, Arroyo, underutilized. They don't use them as much as they should with the way that their team is constructed. With the quarterback like Sam Darnold is what he's been through. Their defense has been protecting him this whole time. You know what I'm saying? He's every time he's had a horrible game, He can't. You know what I'm saying? Defense saving. Oh, Steve talking shit.
Yeah, I've been
you done lost him some money.
Yeah.
I was gonna say he lost money on me.
I ain't gonna lie, but no, I feel what you're saying though. Darnold got over 4,000 yards this year.
He do.
You know what I mean? He had 14 interceptions, 24 touchdowns, which is not a great ratio right there. It's not.
That's not a good. Yeah, you want that. You want that number. You want the interceptions under 10.
Y'all was saying us. Sam Darnold's gonna throw us out the games, and now that he's not gonna throw as much because of the injury, now he's like.
I didn't say he's gonna throw you out the game. I didn't believe in Sam Darnold.
I said he was gonna throw you out the game.
Yeah.
Hey, so now he's not throwing you out the games. What I'm saying now is. Don't let him do that. Run the ball. That's what I think.
How I feel is y'all gonna need him to throw the ball.
But that's not a good thing in this situation.
No, I'm just saying. I mean, I'm not saying it is either. But at the end of the day, if your running game, unless your running game is killing them, because I mean, you guys only.
Yards. We just need 4 yards.
I mean, that's per carry. I feel what you're saying, but I mean, all I'm saying is unless your running back is killing them, you're gonna have to score some points quickly. Because Stafford's gonna come out there and score some points quickly.
Yeah,
that's just what he's gonna do.
All I want Sam Darnold to do is throw a first down. I don't even care if it don't gotta go 100 yards every time. If he can throw a first down, like on 3rd and 3, maybe throw a first down right there. Play action first down. That's all I need from him.
The first drive on offense for the Seahawks is gonna let us know how healthy he is. When they roll him out there and they see what plays do they do? If they run 3 times and go 3 and out, that means that they don't trust his arm. Or if they throwing screens and and slants and stuff, that means that he might be a little bit more injured than they're putting on because it's it's playoffs. You don't want to tip too much, but that first series is gonna let you know how that game is gonna go and what it really is, and then people is gonna have to make adjustments off that because if the Rams even sniff that he ain't healthy, McVay gonna blitz him. You know what I'm saying? He gonna try to knock him off his spot. He gonna try to make him uncomfortable. He gonna try to get hits on him just to hurt him a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I don't blame him. But yeah, this is gonna be. I think this is really gonna be a chess match between the coaches. This is really gonna be a chess match between the coaches and McDaniel. Y'all's coach McDaniel. What's his name?
McDaniel. Yeah, Mike.
McDaniel. Yeah,
not Mike, but
but yeah, I think he has an extra layer to coach because if Darnold is hurt, if he's truly hurt and he knows that, then he's gonna have to do some more. If the Rams get wind of that, then McVay's gonna pick that apart, bro. He's a great football mind. So I think that they got to make sure that their game plan is on point to win this.
Okay, I mean, yeah, like I say, I'm gonna go ahead and spin the block on this unless you got something else you want to say. Okay, we got Steve saying he thinks it's gonna be the Rams and the Patriots Super Bowl. That's what he thinks right there. That's Steve's pick right there for the Super Bowl. But let's go ahead.
Steve from this. Block Steve. Pick him from the
Block Steve in the chat immediately. Steve.
Yeah.
He said it's finished. You know what I'm saying? Okay, man. What you looking at, man? I already know who you picking. There's no doubt of doubt.
I'm going for the Hawks, the best team in the NFL since the beginning. The best team in the NFL. In a rebuild year. In the rebuild year, we're gonna be the best team in the NFL. So y'all have a nice next 10 years seeing me on top.
Hey, listen, man. 10 years. Hey, right now, y'all on a good run. Y'all on a good run right now. I'm gonna give y'all
a good 2 or 3.
Rebuild year. This is a rebuild year. We still rebuilding.
Easy.
I got the Seahawks because they're at home. I think that's gonna be a tip. Yeah.
And me personally, man, oof. Out of personal feelings, I want the Hawks to win. But who I think's gonna win, I think the Hawks gonna win it. I think they're gonna pull that off. I think they're gonna. If they're at home, man, they better pull off. It's all about Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold is a little bit hurt, bro. I wouldn't. That's not who I would pick. And I kind of have because, man, at the end of the day, if Duke is going, he ain't scared of a crowd. None of this is going to phase Sam Darnold. I'm not saying about Stafford. None of it is. None of this is going to worry. He's not going to be worried about none of this right here. And maybe some of his teammates might, but I don't think his receivers are going to be affected by it. Not his 2 top dogs. That's what he really needs. You know what I mean? Yeah. Other than that, let your running back do what he do. But Stafford don't go out there and do it and put the ball in your hands. Period. But is Darnold? Is this stage going to be too big for Darnold? That's going to be another thing. Are you hurt? And are the stage going to be too big for you? Because you don't have your other 700-yard running back there in the backfield. You only got one guy right now. He's going to have to go out there and play like a dog. Maybe his backup is ready to go too. I don't know. But, you know what I mean? Who'd you say was out on how's your defense looking? They all healthy?
Oh yeah, our defense is looking.
Yeah, everybody healthy.
Steam.
Defense side of the ball, everybody good. Yeah.
So that's what it is. I mean, the crowd, man, if they can cool Stafford off, then we're gonna see. I think he threw 450 at y'all place, though, didn't he? He threw for 450 at y'all place. Y'all, the second game was at y'all place, right?
He did his stuck this against us.
Yeah, he threw for 457.
It was really just Nakua. It was really just Nakua.
Yeah, Puka had like 2-something.
He
He looked like the most unstoppable player I've ever seen.
He's
the only player on the Rams right now that I'm scared of. Like,
that's scary, bro. Yeah,
because he's like stronger than
he's because he's bigger and stronger than your corner. So if you throw them jump balls, you don't get a lot of those, bro.
Yeah, he is.
Dude is 24.
Terrifying.
Yeah, and he's 24, bro.
I feel like
imagine what his contract gonna look like.
Oh yeah, he finna get broke off. If
they better not franchise him.
Especially if they win this Super Bowl, he finna get broke off, bro.
They better not franchise. I think this is the end of his rookie deal right here. I think.
Yeah, because this is his third year. Because he was only he was a 4th or 5th round pick or something like that.
Yep.
I mean, last year
they only give 3-year contracts. Yeah.
So they're about to
He is a monster.
We're gonna find, but like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go with the Hawks too, man. I know you guys but let's move on to the next game, man. To the real game of the week, man. This other stuff right here, man. We ain't even listen to that. We understand. We know the Bo Nix is out. Everybody's laughing and joking.
The victim game. Who is going to be the victim?
You feel what I'm saying? Like, this is how I look at it right here, man. The Denver Broncos have been through worse than this, man. This is nothing. We wasn't supposed to be here. Nobody looked at us like, "Are y'all supposed to be here?" We made our way out the mud.
Defensively, people said y'all's defense belonged.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying? But I mean, hey, our guy is Bo Nix. Bo Nix is the heart of this team. I'm not going to sit back in front about that. I'm not going to act like we didn't lose somebody major. Yeah, I mean, and he's a player. He plays different. He believes that he can win the game, even if it seems out of reach. He believes he can win it.
He's done it.
But that's right there can be a good thing, which is good for our team, or it can be a bad thing too. You know what I mean? Which puts you in a situation like we had with the Jacksonville Jaguars, where we shouldn't have been behind by 14 points, and he's trying to pull us back into the game. This is not me saying anything negative about Bo Nix. I didn't like him in the beginning, but I peeped him. Dude is cold. You know what I mean? I'm like, you a gamer. You out there ready to play. It hurts that he's gone. For everybody who's looking at this, like, you know what I mean, like we're some type of not saying just because I know you use the word victim, man. I'm not talking about you, but any kind of a we fresh fish out there. We're not. Our defense is still the best defense in the league and the best defense in this playoff right now. There's no defense better than our defense right now. I know the Seahawks. Ain't no way the Seahawks is better than our defense. We got top dogs from the blitzing side of the ball. We got top dogs at cornerback. We got top dogs all around our defensive line, everything. You know what I'm saying? We're a cold team. Ain't nobody really messing with us on defense right now. And I don't think y'all got enough cold offensive weapons if we did get there with y'all to stop us. But let's go ahead and let's focus on the Patriots, though. Let's go ahead and focus on the Patriots, man. Right. I worry about the Patriots, but at the same time, the Patriots hasn't had a really a super tough schedule. And I don't look at the Bills as a tough team. We haven't either. Don't get twisted. I'm not going to look at us and say
the Bills defense got holes in it. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, I mean, the Bills are a beatable team, and they've shown that. They've shown that they're really pretty much, the running back was the team this year. Josh Allen had a subpar year. Let's keep it real. Yeah. He didn't go 4,000 yards.
He led the direction, didn't he?
Yeah, yep, he did. Yeah. I mean, yeah. So it's easy to me. A quarterback who's a ball dominant quarterback like Josh Allen should easily throw for 4,000 yards. When you got players like Bo Nix throwing for 4,000 yards, you got players. I mean, you know what I mean. I mean, basically, Caleb Williams almost threw for 4,000. He throws the ball a lot, though. I mean, you're a ball dominant, big time quarterback. You're in your prime, Josh.
Max contract.
You're supposed to be throwing for
coming off an MVP season that you didn't deserve.
Yeah, you feel what I'm saying. So to me, how I look at, I mean, the Patriots, man, I think they're a team right now that's inspired. I think they're super inspired, man. I think they're playing on a hot streak right now. You know, I mean, they're on a hot run. So, I mean, and we're coming off of a major injury, a major letdown with our quarterback being put out the game. However, we've been down this road before. This is not to say this is the same team as we have before, but we've been down this road before. As a Bronco fan, I've been down this road before. I've seen all this. You know what I mean? This doesn't really worry me. Of course, you want your quarterback playing, but if the guy comes in next to him, we all know our offense has not been a high-powered offense all season. I've never seen Steven play. I don't even know whatever it is. I don't even know. You know what I mean? I don't know much about him, brother. You feel me? But if he can come in and just kind of like basically just run the offense, you ain't got to come in and score all the points. Just keep the points. Keep it a low-scoring game, and we'll see where it goes from there. You feel what I'm saying? But I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna spin it. Go ahead and go to you, VZ, man.
So
what you think about this Broncos Patriots game?
I'm gonna start with the Broncos. The offense has been the most surprising thing for me this playoff run so far. I knew y'all's defense was gonna do what y'all's defense do. And nobody tests Surtain, you know what I'm saying? So like everybody's like, he ain't involved, he don't get interceptions because they don't throw that way. It's the reason why Dion ain't the you know what I'm saying, the all-time leader in interceptions. They didn't throw the ball his side because they knew that it was not a good idea. So Surtain is locked down. I like Barron. I like the safety that y'all got from Texas. I really like him a lot. Y'all's linebackers and defensive line is great. Stidham, a lot of people don't know, Stidham was the number 1 dual threat quarterback coming out of high school in his class over Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson was like 4th. So I mean, the dude got legs. He can at least move. You know what I'm saying? Like if shit break down, he can at least get out the way. He's not the most accurate. He had some good games in with the Patriots, you know what I'm saying, when they drafted him. He's had his first start, he threw for 3-something and 3 touchdowns, but he also threw 2 picks. So I mean, he can move. I'm not saying that he's like completely void of talent. Obviously, he's in the NFL and he's a backup, you know what I'm saying? So like he did more than what most people would do at that position. I do think that this is gonna come down to how Sean Payton calls the game. You got an inexperienced starter in there, but you know he got a little bit of wheels. You got everything else around him. You just basically taking out your leader and you plugging in somebody else who's been behind the leader the whole time. I don't think that there are some throws that Bo Nix can make that he can't make. I agree with that.
Beezy. He ain't played a snap all season, brother.
No, he ain't played. He ain't played a snap since 2022.
He ain't played a snap. This is crazy. I ain't gonna show
22 or 23, something like that. He ain't played a snap in a minute.
This is the most craziest thing I've ever heard in my life.
It's gonna be hard for bruh, bro. Like and he ain't going up against no slouches. You know what I'm saying? Like you ain't getting in the NFC AFC Championship game. That ain't no slouch. But on the other side, you got the Patriots with a second-year quarterback, no true like number 1 receiver. You know what I'm saying? Like they got a bunch of dudes that are good. Diggs is who you look at, but when you look at his numbers and how it's not like he had like a blown away wow season, and he's not even May's favorite target. It's that Keyshawn Booty dude. He's his favorite target.
And
you know
Douglas too,
and Pop Douglas, yeah. You know what I'm saying? He's the favorite target. They got two good running backs, but one of them's a rookie. That factors in. Mike Vrabel is not as experienced, even though I'm not trying to say he's a bad coach, but he's not Sean Payton, just being honest. You know what I'm saying? Like Payton's got a lot of experience. He's won a Super Bowl. He's done this before. You know what I mean? He came to this team, to Denver, for a reason. He could have picked a lot of teams. He came there for a reason because he saw what they were, you know what I'm saying, what they were building, what they were trying to do. I think that the Broncos can win this game. I think that the defense of the Broncos is going to give dude fits. Is going to give Drake May fits. When you look at his game against Buffalo, he didn't have a great game. You know what I'm saying? Like he didn't like kill it in the stat sheet or nothing like that. Allen looked really bad in certain situations. He had some costly turnovers. They controlled the clock. It was a smart coached game. I don't think that. And when you look at over the course of the season and then who they've had to play, they had a really weak schedule, bruh. They had a really weak schedule. Every time that they were like for real tested, Drake May didn't have the greatest game. And I think this is, to me, I think this is going to be one of those times where Sean Payton is going to probably dial it up and they're going to be in Drake May's face the whole time. And he don't got like a knockdown, drag out number one receiver. You know what I'm saying? Somebody who can just beat all coverages, in my opinion. I think that the defense of the Broncos is going to overwhelm them, and this is going to be a lesson in coaching. Sean Payton, in my opinion, is going to coach circles around Vrabel in this game.
This I'm gonna go to you next, man. But this is what I'm gonna say right here. We look at it. He went to Stephon Diggs 11 times. He targeted him the most out of anybody else on that team.
In that last game?
Yeah. I mean, he threw over, he threw for over 440. He threw for 447 yards.
In the last game?
But no. I'm sorry about that. No,
over the playoffs.
That's over the playoffs. Sorry, that's my bad.
Okay, yeah, I was gonna say. Okay, yeah,
my bad.
You know how much did Diggs have on the season?
Diggs, I think, was their leading receiver on the season. Let me look at that right now. But I think he was the leading receiver on it. He had like 100, little over 100, like 100 exactly, or a little over 100, 102 targets. 102 targets, 85 receptions. He got the ball 85% of the time.
Did he have 1,000 yards?
Yeah, he had 1,000 yards and 1,013, leading receiver on the team. But the thing of that's what he's good at. He's a possession receiver, so that's what he is going. He averaged 11.9 yards per catch. That's what I was telling everybody. This is what made this was the next level for Drake May, was that running back and him getting Stephon Diggs. Somebody I can throw the ball to. He caught the ball 85% of the time. Think about that number right there. Your tight end was 60, had 60 catches for 80 out of 87 targets. Yeah, out of 8. So I mean, look at these numbers. That this is why his he was probably the leader in completion percentage in the season. He had 72%. I don't know. But during the playoffs, he's only averaging 58% completion percentage. That's what I will say.
Yeah,
man.
Yeah.
Say your piece.
You guys. VZ done brought up in high school. Jared Stidham was.
I'm just saying, bro. That's all I'm saying. All I'm saying is he can move. That's my only point.
Do you know what pick Sam Darnold was in the drafts?
He was number 1.
Yeah. He was like number 2. He was top 3. I don't remember what he was.
Yeah, top three.
He was a much better prospect than I don't even know his name. It's like Stidham or something.
Right,
like
Jared Stidham.
Like yeah. So the fact that I feel like the factor is Sam Darnold's a way bigger factor in the game, the Seahawks, than this dude is. This is the craziest thing I've ever heard.
So are you saying that like you saying that he won't be a factor at all in this game? I don't even know if he can throw the ball that good. I seen like a couple of little
there's no way
little clips of him, but nothing.
There's no way the Patriots don't destroy him on their defense. Killed CJ Stroud. Not that CJ Stroud's good, but I'm sure he's better than Jared Stidham. CJ Stroud's terrible. This guy can't be much better.
I don't know if it's even the fact that if he could be better or not. I think it's the fact that the system they put him in. If you don't make his job as hard, when you look at CJ Stroud, he has to make decisions. He has to step back and he gets a chance to look around and make decisions based off that. He disappoints me too. This whole year, he's really disappointed me. This year,
he's terrible. He's terrible.
You know what I mean? Like, I think he needs a good offensive coordinator. I'm not sure who his is right now, but I know they have a great coach that's a strong defensive coordinator. But he really, to me, anyway.
Last year he had Tank Dell, Nico Collins, and Stephon Diggs.
Tank Dell was hurt though, but he got hurt though.
Tank Dell was hurt. Yeah,
I thought he got hurt later, but still, that's a team. That's an offense. The Texans' defense was the best defense in the NFL.
I mean, who's their offense coordinator over at the
Texans?
New England.
New England.
They got McDaniels.
Yeah.
The dude is sorry coach, but
you know what I mean. I don't even know, but go ahead. I'm gonna let you continue.
But I'm just saying, this dude right here. If we're gonna say he's gonna actually find a way with this offense, with no playmakers, because there's no playmakers on this team. It's all possession catch players on the Broncos. There's no player that's gonna catch it.
That's what we need. That's what we need.
That's what I was gonna say. When Vic had his run in Atlanta, he had possession receivers and tight end.
Had his run.
When Cam, listen, just let me finish.
Had his run.
Just let me finish.
Are we comparing this?
I'm not comparing. I'm saying you're not listening. I'm not comparing. I'm saying the type of quarterback, a scrambling quarterback, does better with a possession receiver and a tight end. You know what I'm saying?
If you can get themselves open.
Exactly. Somebody who I don't need you to do, because a scrambling quarterback, generally speaking, is not really looking to push the ball that far downfield. That's not their strength. They're trying to get the ball out of here quickly or run. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
All I'm saying is that he can move. That is a benefit if you can't, you know what I'm saying? If the play breaks down and I know you can at least kind of move up out of there, that gives me something. All I'm saying is he was number 2 in his class. Who was number 1?
Ball in high school, and we gonna say he's in the AFC.
I didn't let me finish. You ain't let me finish. He was number 2 in his class in high school, behind Kyler Murray. Who else was he over in this class? Joe Burrow, Lamar Jackson. You know what I'm saying? He was over a lot of people. When you go down this list in this class, it's like, damn, you was rated over them. I ain't saying that he's better than none of those players. All I'm saying is that his bread and butter, if worse come to worse, he got wheels. He can at least move. That has to count for something. And I'm not saying that he's gonna do good, but that gives you another factor. If you had a dude in there, like if you got Joe Flacco in there, we all know Joe Flacco got experience, but the play breakdown, Joe Flacco's a statue. He can sack. He can at least extend some plays
Absolutely.
in a manner, you know what I'm saying, that Bo Nix
you can run some play action. You can do a little, you know what I'm saying? A little bit extra.
On him, he can kind of make something happen and shake. I don't think that. I think that the defense is going to win the game. I don't think that it's going to be him.
If they got a chance,
I think that factor is going to give them a chance.
The defense will keep them in the game because Drake May is not good either. Because
that's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying.
So they can
Drake
keep
May
them in the game. There's only so much you can do.
If you can put pressure on him like the Giants put pressure on Brady. You know what I mean? That's what you got to do.
Yeah.
You got to. I mean, he's so young right now. You got to get pressure on him immediately. You got to get those your edge rushers.
You got to make him
immediately.
Uncomfortable.
Absolutely.
The Broncos almost got to run trick plays on defense to win this game. Like they're gonna have to just.
I don't think they got to run trick plays.
I don't think so either.
I think they defense.
I think our defense is cold. I think our defense.
Yeah, I think their defense for the dominant.
I think when we're probably gonna put Surtain on Diggs. You stick him on him. Yeah. It's a done deal. Diggs is good. Don't get me wrong. Surtain is bigger.
You either gonna neutralize him or tire him out.
Surtain stops everybody. But who else? They played the Texans last week and they beat the Texans. The Texans were the best. They were the best defense in the NFL this year, and that's what they did. You know they beat them. So it's like,
but how many turnovers did dude give them? How many extra chances were they given in that game?
None.
He had I'm talking about. Yeah, man. He gave them back the ball. How many times?
They still got that same defense against a worse quarterback than CJ Stroud.
No, all I'm saying though is that he was turning the ball over, so he gave them way more opportunities to try and win the game. Probably in great field position as well, too, at times.
Yeah,
absolutely. And you only beat them 28-16. This dude turned the ball over 4 times or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, you feel me? You're giving him way more opportunities than what they really deserve versus a decent team. CJ Stroud just gave him the game pretty much. That's what happened. Here you go. I don't want the game.
Too. I think this dude will give.
I don't think they're going to allow them to give him the game.
That's
I don't think
they're
going to allow this player.
They gave the ball to CJ Stroud because they believe he was the guy. They're not going to let Stidham do that. Yeah, he gets to break, sit back in the pocket, and figure out what he wants to do. And they're going to be like, look, as soon as this happens, you throw the ball. He gets no say so. They're not asking him what he's seeing out there. They're telling him what he's seeing. He doesn't know yet. He hasn't been in the. I mean, he played football, but this is not. Hey, this is the AFC Championship game, bro. You don't get to make decisions here. This is going to be controlled here. The whole control game. This is how you in high school. You can just move around. You're going to have some direction. Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. This is not to say I'm not concerned about this game. I'm highly concerned. We don't have our quarterback. You don't have your quarterback. What do you think? You know what I mean? It's more likely of a chance you're going to lose. However, we have the number 1 defense in the NFL right now. Number 1. I have more confidence that our defense can keep this game close. You know what I mean? I don't think their offense is going to be able to do too much with us. We got dogs all over our defense, period. You know what I mean? Like, that's just how I see it. I don't think they've ever seen a defense like ours either. I know the Texans have a good defense. They do, but they ended up a quarterback gave away the ball 4 times. That's what they do. I can't keep stopping everybody all game long. They don't have a certain team. They don't have the players.
Quarterback might do the same thing. I don't think
so.
Look,
the reason why we're scouting is saying that he's better than Burrow and Lamar Jackson and Kyler Murray. I think
he might be better than Kyler Murray, brother. He might be better than Kyler Murray.
The only reason why I say that it won't happen like that is because Peyton is not gonna. He's not gonna give him the reins like that. He's gonna hold him back. He's not gonna allow him to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a game plan. You can't. He would be stupid to just plug him in and be like, yeah, do everything that Bo does. That's a bad, you know what I'm saying? Ain't no way. He's gonna have him on the leash. He's gonna they might have a couple of plays in there. Yeah, they might have a couple of plays in there where they try to take a deep shot just to catch people off balance type shit. But they ain't gonna they're not gonna run nothing to put dude in harm's way because they know he's a backup.
Right, he got to think. You know what I'm saying? I got to sit here and make a play. Like, get out there and make a play. Yeah, hey, listen, that's not what we need you for. I'm gonna try to get me some yardage on first down. Let's talk to our offensive line. You know what I mean? Let's try to bully their defense a little bit if we can. Get about 4 yards, at least 4 yards on first down. Get me 4 yards on first down. We'll work with it from there. I can get a little 3-4 yard throw out of my quarterback real quick.
And now I'm in good position. So y'all got the same game plan as us. Except we have our quarterback. We have
your quarterback is also injured, so that field you don't know.
Who
is he? What draft pick?
Nigga, it don't matter.
There's all kind of number 1 flops in the league.
If Sam can't throw the ball and you get a dude in there who can at least throw and run, you know what I'm saying? Like,
What
that
draft pick
evens
was
it
this
out.
nigga Stidham on the Broncos?
You said what?
We didn't draft him. I don't think we drafted him either.
Nah,
I think we got him from somewhere else.
The Patriots.
You know what though? But hey, he's under a great quarterback coach, which is, you know what I'm saying? You feel me? Our coach is one of the best quarterback coaches that there is right now. I believe you're right. He had some time to sit in here.
I give the edge in coaching to Sean Payton over Mike Vrabel.
I believe the Broncos team, outstanding team on defense. We're talking about a team where our number one thing we're gonna give them is their DBs. They have the best DBs in the NFL, right?
Absolutely.
But they led the league in sacks. So a team like that, that's a passer's worst nightmare. Not that they're gonna be passing the ball, but it's just what do you game? You know, I mean, actually the running game was going crazy, but you know, it's just a couple injuries happen. You know, it's gonna be hard for them. So you know, Broncos team, their offense just doesn't know what to do right now. Where their defense is just so dominant, where that's why this conversation seems like it's going to be closer than it is. And the Patriots game, like against the Texans, that's why I'm trying to compare it to, is because the Texans had two all-pro defensive edge rushers that both had 10+ sacks. And I'm like, okay, so they're going to go against the team, and then they also have those DBs that are filthy on the Texans. So if you really want to compare the Broncos to any defense, it would be that Texans defense. Very similar teams, but
I'll give you that. Different coaches too.
Yeah, it is. That is true. But I
coach too at the same time. The other coach is more defensive minded coach.
Nico played linebacker, so he's more of a he's more.
So we're gonna see some things out of him. This kid can even throw the ball decent down the field a little bit. You know what I mean? Just give it.
I take Stroud over him. and I think Stroud's
for sure. Yeah.
So I'm just like, okay, well. You know, if
at least Stroud has shown me that he can do certain things. I don't know what dude can do.
Stroud's the second year for Stroud.
So what y'all think? What y'all think? Like, what type of score y'all talking about? What y'all think? Is low scoring or what we thinking?
I'm hoping a low scoring game. That's what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping for something like 17-14, somewhere around there. You know what I mean? With the Broncos to pull it out. If they do, that's gonna be tough for us to beat them. You know what I mean? If they get over 24 points, it's hard for me to look at Bo Nix when he's the quarterback and be like, are we going to score over 24? But we know we can get 30s and stuff like that when Bo's been played. We didn't, but it'd be difficult for me to look at them and be like, the truth of the matter is, with a dude who's a backup quarterback and knowing how our offense is played, I mean, Bo Nix makes the right throws at the right time. It's just, I mean, he knows how to get the ball to his guys. This dude doesn't really have any work with these people there. Hopefully they've done some kind of, you know, before this, hopefully he got some reps in there throughout the season. Even
he's got to,
be ready. I mean,
yeah.
You would hope, man. He hasn't played one snap all year, bro. That's crazy. I've never seen that. This dude, Bo Nix played every snap. The only other person who threw the ball was, I think, like a receiver or something,
right?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying, like a receiver. You know what I mean? Like, hold up, brother. This is crazy. We didn't have one blowout, one game where you want to sit Bo Nix on the sideline. Let this dude.
Y'all only won by 11 points.
All you want to. All right, go ahead. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but it's but they W's though. We got a better record than y'all, I think. Did we?
I'm rooting.
It was close about the same.
We got the same shit. We got the same thing. But
you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
We won by about 200 though, but
yeah, y'all did y'all thing, bro. Y'all did y'all thing. I can't say nothing, man. That's a tough one, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm rooting for the Broncos.
The Seahawks defense created more turnovers than the Broncos defense.
Yep.
We have more sacks than theirs, though.
Yeah, absolutely.
Y'all be like the league in sacks.
Y'all more disruptors.
Yeah.
And that's what we need to do. Really, get in there and put pressure. If we can do that, which I think we have no problem doing that. You know what I mean? No problem. I think incompletions may lead to a few turnovers. I think the kid might throw a few turnovers in the face of that. We got Bonita. Man, come on, bro. You know what I mean? Like, hey, he's a savage. We got a few different guys, you know what I mean, that really do their thing. Let's not
lead the NFL in sacks, and y'all not even that's not even y'all team's best thing. You know what I mean? That's what's crazy.
That's cold. Yeah.
You feel me?
That's not y'all thing, you know. Yeah. But
that's all I'm. Yeah, I'm gonna let you go ahead.
I'm rooting for the Broncos because I don't rock with the Patriots, but I also want that rematch. And I think whoever this random quarterback is, he's just not gonna make it happen. So that's like my actual pick. That's my actual pick is the Patriots.
I got you.
So you got Patriots, Seahawks in Super Bowl.
Yeah. Rematch.
I want that. I mean, I can't even hate on that because that's legitimate. It's legitimate. Could happen. It really, really could happen, especially
without the two healthiest teams, and then
without Bo, bro. I don't take it personally. I understand. You know what I mean? Because it was as soon as I saw the report, Gore Cross, I was like, oh man, that hurt. I can't believe it. What happened, brother? You know what I'm saying? You can't wrap it up and just, you know what I'm saying?
Like, you can't put a little shot in there, nothing.
Nah, why didn't Stidham take that knee?
You feel me? That's what he should have did.
It's like, bro, why was he even in there? Game over.
Every play of the game. I mean, I wonder, did it really happen on that play, or did it happen before that?
No, I think it happened during I think it happened in the locker room. I feel like it happened like when they went to the locker room.
That's what he said. That's what they said. He said on the sideline. They said when they were celebrating, Peyton went over to like dap him up, and he like was like, "Wait a minute, bro, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't get to put my foot hurt." And then they went and they found out after the game that he actually broke it. He thought that he had like twisted his ankle or something. They was like, "Nah, bro, you broke your foot. Like you can't play." And he wasn't gonna leave out that game until that's the heart. That he saw with. He did an interview. He limped. You know what I'm saying?
In his head the whole game. He's probably like, "Oh my
God. He knew when he got to that locker room, them people was gonna tell him, bro, your foot broke. You can't play.
But he willed us through that game, man. You know what I'm saying? So I can't. Yeah, that's tough. That's tough. I mean, a lot of people don't get to make it this far, but yeah, who you got, VZ? I ain't gonna. Yeah,
my heart says the Broncos gonna go with this. Also because I also want to see that rematch. But I think the Broncos gonna win this game.
And I'm gonna keep it real. You know what I'm saying? I look at it like this, man. It's a tough game for the Broncos, man. We've been down this road before. I done seen all these different things. I done watched John Elway lose 3 Super Bowls. You know what I mean? Before he ever won one, I watched him lose 3. You know, so I don't know. I seen him when he did win his Super Bowls. It was with a running game that really did it for him. It wasn't really him coming out there breaking out and having a big game. Yeah, it was due to our running game that really did it for us. And so this is not me saying and this is not me saying that we have a running game like that right now, but I do believe we have a defense that we only like kind of the defense like we had like when Peyton won the last Super Bowl. That's what won it for us was our defense. And so I think I think we're a little bit more even more dynamic than we were back then too. It's a tough one for me to say, man, but I'm going with the Broncos, man, because ain't no way in hell
we already knew what you was gonna say.
Ain't no way in hell ever going against the different Broncos. But I don't care who it is. You know, I don't care what the odds are. You know, they was in my thing. They were here laughing and everything. I said, man, you know what? A lot of these same people, man, look at LeBron James and be like, oh, he lost 6 championships. Man, he went to 10. I'd rather go to 10. Yeah, I'd rather go to 10 and lose 6. I don't care. To me, that's loser mentality. Yeah. I don't want to go to the championship. I'm not going to win. You're a loser, brother. Let me see what happens. I'd rather be there and figure it out.
Put me there and let me see what happened, bro. Put me there.
That's how I look at it. You know what I mean? Period, plain and simple, man. It's all about the Denver Broncos, man. I'm definitely going with the Broncos. I see a Broncos, possibly Seahawks Super Bowl, man. If y'all can get past the Rams, I mean,
get past the Rams.
You know, if y'all can get past the Rams, man, come on, man. Stafford's the best quarterback in there. He's the best quarterback in this playoff right now, Stafford.
For sure. I agree with that. Yeah.
Who are we gonna say better than Stafford right now?
I agree with that.
Feel me? You know what I mean? And that's pretty much right now. We all know, and none of these teams have who has the strongest running game out of everybody. I mean, probably Seahawks. I mean, I don't know. I think the Rams got a decent running game too. Dude is halfway decent.
Yeah, they got Kyron Williams and Blake Corum. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And so, I mean, yeah, you know what I mean? There's not like we have a big time running game out there either. Nobody really. So it's all going to be in the air. Most of it's going to be in the air. It's going to be a defense that wins the Super Bowl right here. I think out of all the defenses left in this whole playoffs, ours is the best. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And our offense, man, we probably got the weakest offense out of everybody right now. I ain't gonna lie. We probably got the weakest offense out of everybody.
Stidham better have a good chance. He better clock into his high school history. He better put the Sletterman on.
Look, first start, my boy threw for 300 yards and 3 touchdowns. That's all I'm saying.
Hey, this is what I'm gonna say, y'all. This is what I'm gonna say. What's up with you, bro?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, he's on here talking. We got our guy here. LT's on here, man. LT said he's going. He said, all right, let me see. He said we got who? Let's see. He said he started with the Rams.
That's LT.
The Rams. That's LT right there. Yeah.
Where you at? You supposed to be on
what an insightful take.
Yeah, I started with the Rams. Going to continue with the we would have never guessed, LT.
20 weeks ago, he said this, so he's going to stick with it.
Yeah, that's crazy.
For real, man. That's gonna be a tough game too. Yeah. That's gonna be a tough game too. I ain't gonna sit back in front, man. I think the Rams is pretty good. I like the Seahawks. Don't get me wrong. That's probably one of my second favorite team I like. I mean, is like the Seahawks, or but I'm like, bruh, the Rams, bro, they got a cold team. They probably got the best receiving core out of everybody left. They got a better receiving core than them.
Receiving core is
quarterback.
Yeah.
Quarterback. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a tough game.
The defense is trash.
I'm gonna give you that. I'm gonna give you that one. I'm gonna give you that. And you guys are at home, man. That's what I'm really getting.
That's what's tipping me.
And it's gonna be crazy out there, man. They're gonna
it's gonna be crazy. Yeah, it's gonna
go nuts over there in Seattle, man. You know. So I'm definitely okay. We all see where we stand on this right here, man. He said, what did he say?
I'm hearing the Super
Bowl's a
Sunday period.
Okay, that's real deal.
Okay, all right.
Hey, hold up, man. Hold up, man. Hold on.
Look,
we're not listening to none of that. We're not hearing that at all. We're not hearing that at all. Hey, if the Broncos pull this off, Broncos winning the Super Bowl, brother.
Nah,
you know what I mean? That's a tough one. It's tough
to
say. Don't give it to
us. Whoever they play, I don't think they can beat. Dog.
Like this, look,
slaughter.
Like this. You know how many times? Hey, you know how many people I'm gonna bet on this game? Not that many, okay, brother. That's not going to happen. I'm not about to put my money out here. I know that this is probably, if I was somebody betting, don't listen to me right now. I'm doing this off of heart. This is off of love.
All right here.
This is all right here. You feel me? I'm not about to go to the casino and wait for all this.
Don't do that,
after, buddy. This is looking real bad for the Broncos right now. Don't get it twisted. I get it. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you should. You have a better opportunity. You know what I'm saying? You have a much better opportunity right now than what you still got. The guy at least can show up to the game and throw the ball.
He at least gonna be there.
Okay,
yeah,
look halfway decent. Our dude is done for. Okay, as soon as that came across, I thought it was a lie. I looked at who reporting this.
No, I was like, what is going on?
How did this happen?
I'm
just saw him walk off the field.
Going to enough. Let me know.
Hey, did they start coming in with all their little all the right to put their little laughing emojis on?
I figured everybody was on you, so I was like, I'm gonna leave because
okay, I know that was he my expense right now, huh? You know what I'm saying? But it's okay though. Like I say, I'd rather us be here than not be here. A lot of y'all teams ain't here right now, so y'all can laugh. I ain't talking about you, BZ. I ain't talking about you. I got you. Talking about the rest of these cats out here. Talking about the rest of these cats who's laughing. He here. Hey, let's get on to the coaches, man.
We're gonna go through the coaches. So what I'm gonna do is we're gonna go through the hires, and then I'm gonna ask y'all if y'all think it makes a difference or not. That's cool.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. So first we got the Atlanta Falcons. They had two hires. They hired Kevin Stefanski from the Browns as their head coach, and then they put Matt Ryan, ex-quarterback, as their VP of football operations. You think that matters or no? I'll start with you, man.
Man, Stefanski getting another job is
blasphemy.
Yeah, that is outrageous.
Yeah. Tripping.
No team should watch what he did and then add him
and be like, I want that.
Yeah, it don't make no sense. Yeah, he said Atlanta is trash.
Atlanta is trash. Yeah, they just bro. You know, I found out that they don't. That dude, what's his name, Penix. He be in the shotgun so much because his knees is fucked up and he can't bend to be under center.
Penix has been injured his whole career.
They said that they put him in shotgun because it hurts his knees to be under center. And I'm like, bro, that's done.
It's bad business.
Yeah, that's bad business.
He was done before he got drafted.
Yeah, his knees has been shot since Indiana.
Ninth pick. He should have never been drafted.
Yeah, he shouldn't have been a ninth pick. He had a good
fifth round.
He had a good run to get to the national championship, but he should have been on ninth. My bad. Go ahead.
Yeah, but that Falcons team really. A coaching situation is not anything because really Stefanski, all he's going to do is look terrible there too. Yeah. They don't got no quarterback still, like their team is still horrible.
And they still pay him Kirk Cousins to be the most expensive backup ever.
And I don't think Kirk Cousins is going to come back next year and look like he's going to do something. This team is a bad team still. They're a quarterback away from being decent.
Mediocre.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like to being like, oh, we can beat the Panthers once a week, once a year.
What you think about Matt Ryan as head of football operations?
Matt Ryan, it's good for the fans because they're not going to be happy about Stefanski, but they're going to be like, but Matt Ryan's back. It's really the Falcons. He hired
Stefanski. That was his first. That's his first method. The first thing he did was hire Stefanski.
That's nuts. Yeah, the Falcons are still the same Falcons. They're not nothing more special. Bijan Robinson, I hope he stays healthy as long as he can. Because as soon as he can go somewhere else. He needs to go somewhere else. That team is terrible.
What do you think, Wes?
Me personally, man, I'm not mad at the hire for them. You know what I mean? I'm just not. I think there's a lot more we're going to dig into about the hire, momentarily. But I'm not mad at the hire for them because I feel like they're off. They have we didn't have a Bijan. I mean, in Cleveland, they didn't have him. I mean, you can damn near put any, but he's almost like a Thurman Thomas in a lot of different ways. He can catch the ball out the backfield.
Yeah.
He's a coach, dynamic runner at the same time too. You know, yeah, absolutely. You know what I mean? And so, I mean, what I mean, their record, what was 8-9? 8-9. They were not that bad.
They were middle of the road. I personally don't think that they should.
I wouldn't have fired my coach.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't think they should have fired their coach.
And I feel like, and I mean,
I think he just didn't have enough to work with.
But maybe, I mean, how I look at it, Penix might come back actually next year if he can get his mechanics is what's off to me. Your mechanics look kind of, maybe it was because he was hurt. He's overthrowing. It looks like to me, he's trying to overthrow arm throw too much.
Is trash.
I mean, if you look at his games, though, he had some decent games. He had some middle of the road games too. But if you put the right pieces around him, he has an opportunity to be decent. He was 8. They had an 8-9 record. I mean, Cousins, I'm not sure how many of those games he won. I think he won 4 of them.
He won like 2 you know what I mean? 3 or 4 of them, yeah.
Yeah, I think Cousins won about, he won 5 of those games. Actually, Cousins might end up starting in every. Yeah, I think he won the last 4 games of the season.
With a new coach, you ain't guaranteed, you know what I'm saying? Because he didn't draft you. So you know what I'm saying? That's a good point. Yeah. And
Cousins, I mean, he had some decent bad games. He had some decent ones too. You know what I mean? Mixed in there as well. I mean, but with a quarterback who can just run a system, and I think Kirk Cousins can run a system. I'm not saying he's going to be great, and I'm not sure where they're picking at this year, what kind of picks they can pick up, or any kind of free agents they might get. Their division is still wide open. I know their division has the Saints in there. You know what I mean? And if everyone's looking for the Saints to be bigger and better next year.
Yeah,
I mean, but
Tyler Shuck is pretty man.
He's the guy. He thinks he's the guy over there. And so, but at the same time, they're in a very winnable. I think they were in the lead for a little while, or they were close to it for a little while.
They were in the lead. They were in the lead for a minute.
You know what I mean? So that's really early on in the season. We say that.
Yeah,
really early
it was like, I think 3 or 4 games over 500. You know what I'm saying, for a while before they kind of fell off.
Yeah, I mean, we'll definitely see. Do I feel like it was a good hire? I haven't seen Stefanski won coach of the year twice in a row. I don't like him personally, but just because you know what I mean. But he seemed to have kept his team hungry. They played out for the rest of the season. I don't see him. I mean, you haven't had a good offensive team. You're an offensive coach. Matt Ryan, hiring him over there. I don't know much about Matt Ryan as far as what he knows. I mean, of course he's a good quarterback. He was a good quarterback during his time in Atlanta, but corporate, we'll see. You know what I mean? When you're in the back office, you're one of the admin type people. We'll see what happens with that. But yeah, I don't see it as being a bad hire for them, especially if they think his philosophy on offense will work for their team. That's just what
I personally think that the most excited person should be Bijan Robinson, because he's always had good running backs. You know what I'm saying? And I think that it'll probably scheme. Plus, he's bringing this OC with him, which they like to run the ball. So, and then also Kyle Pitts, because they use the hell out of tight ends in Cleveland. So I think that's going to be good for both of them. I don't think it amounts to much change in the record. They may win 10 games instead of 9. You know what I'm saying? Maybe a 2-game swing. But that the only thing that is a comfort is that division is kind of wide open. It's a lot of questions everywhere else. I mean, like, do you count the Panthers as the best team in that division? You know what I'm saying? Or like, do you go with the Bucks? You know what I'm saying? Because they got Baker. I don't know. But that's just how I feel about it. So we'll move on. So we'll move on to the Chargers. Only change they made is they hired Mike McDaniel, ex-coach of the Dolphins, as their offensive coordinator. Let's go with you, Wesley. You think that makes a difference or no?
I mean, if he's a good quarterback, if he can help Herbert kind of like get in his stride, like, I think that's what they need. I think they need a stronger presence for him, and that's a pretty big thing to go grab somebody's head coach and him being willing to go and say, you know what, let me go and prove myself here, and this might catapult me to a better job somewhere else than what I'm even possibly looking at right now. You know what I mean? That's pretty big for him to take that kind of a step down, because he was being offered head coaching jobs. He was at least to be interviewed for them, and for him to just go and take that job as an offensive coordinator. It's a safer job for him because he's really sitting behind a strong coach in Harbaugh. And he's known as a great offensive, a good offensive coach. That's what he's known as. And he has weapons over there, man. They got good receivers over there. They got 3 solid receivers over there. You know what I mean? A good enough quarterback, if he got the right system in place where he can make it happen, if you can get somebody he has to respect and listen to, I think it could be a good situation for him.
Okay, man, what you think?
Yeah, I mean, like if you look like a Chan, he had a great season with the Dolphins, so I think they're just looking at the Harbaugh loves his run game. He loves his run game, and then he throws in McDaniels, who had his running back looking like a beast. He also he involves his running backs in the pass game as well.
Yeah,
which is something you need to do with Herbert. And Herbert and Tua, I don't think they're that different, other than Herbert being more accurate. He's a better, but I feel like they both.
Herbert's more athletic and he's a little stronger.
Yeah, but they play the same way. Like they gonna
throw them. As far as I got you. Yeah, I got you.
They're gonna just chuck the ball, out the stadium. So I think Mike McDaniel's actually, it's very fitting for him to only control the offensive side of it too. Is perfect for him. It's actually much better too, especially since Justin Herbert looked ugly this year. Like, even though they had a good season,
they still had it. They still had a decent season, even with him looking as bad as he did.
Exactly. So it's just like okay, so if he can just get somebody that's also gonna get the running backs a little bit more in the game, because they had injuries on the running side too, but
they did
the running backs on the side, and then also
get their top 2 running backs. Yeah,
just look prettier.
Do you think that Harbaugh is going to fully hand over control? I think he probably had to. He's probably like, if you want me to come here,
that's the only reason. Yeah, for sure. I agree with that. Yeah,
he's got to do that.
This is why. Well, let me start off with McDaniel first. I do think McDaniel is a good hire as far as being an offensive coordinator. I feel like he's suited better to be an OC instead of a head coach. This is why I don't like him going there. First 2 years, 2 years prior, they had Greg Roman. 1 year they had Greg Roman. Greg Roman won MVP. He got Lamar Jackson MVP twice in Baltimore as the OC. You say that's not enough for Herbert, then you get him out. Then you bring in Kellen Moore, coming off of having league leader offense with us, then going to Philly and winning the Super Bowl, and you bring him in over there, and you say that's not enough, and then you leave him. At what point do we say maybe Herbert ain't enough? You didn't gave this dude two people who didn't, 2 coaches, one who won a Super Bowl, one who had his quarterback win an MVP twice in 3 years. It's like, dude, is it you? Because we bringing in offensive minds to match with you. I don't think McDaniels is going to make that much of a difference. You've had killer offensive minds here with him. He's put up the killer numbers, and it still ain't resulted in what you wanted to result in. I do think Harbaugh is a better, he's had 2 resets. Exactly. He's had 2 resets with top caliber OCs who people would kill for, and he burned them both. He didn't do what he was supposed to do. So, and I'm not saying Herbert's a bad player. I just don't think he's the guy that people make him out to be. He's got all the measurables. He's got the, great American white face with square jaw and long hair, and he's 6'5", but he ain't the dude, bro. I don't think he's that guy. Every time it gets to the point where it's like he'll play good for a stretch, and then we start calling him that guy. And then once we start calling him that guy, he dips. And then everybody's like, then now all of a sudden it's the coordinator's fault. It's the running back's fault. It's what he ain't got this. And I'm like, bro, we done gave dude everything that we can give him. You sabotaged him to get the starting job in the first place because Tyrod Taylor beat him out. And you know what I'm saying, when they had the black head coach, Anthony Lynn, that they fired the first year, even though he did good. Tyrod Taylor beat him out in training camp. And then all of a sudden he got a punctured lung and he couldn't play no more. And you put him in. He ain't been good, bro. He ain't delivered on what he wanted. They want him to be what that is, and he's not that. Now you're giving him another specifically offensive-minded head coach for him to do the same, for him to chew up and spit out. I think Harbaugh helps because defensively that's going to probably help, but I don't think this hire was for headlines and to make sure that Herbert still get his numbers, but they ain't going to do nothing.
Herbert,
that's a cold.
I've been saying I wanted Herbert to get traded too. I don't like.
That's what I think.
I feel like he's just not going to be on a good team. Yeah, he's not going to be on a good team. Raiders forget him or something. Like he's
consistently making the playoffs though. Their defense is good though too. They got a good defense too.
When you play in a big city like Los Angeles, consistently making the playoffs ain't enough. If you was in Tennessee, if you was, if you was in a smaller market like that, people will take that because that's going to bring money.
But before
in San Diego, in Los Angeles, you can't do that.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, you're right. I mean, before them, but for that team and people who like that team, that team really is a San Diego team. Still, people who are in San Diego probably still love the Chargers. They grew up on the Chargers.
Just like people
making the playoffs is great. Making playoffs is great for the Chargers. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not trying to say I ain't trying to knock down. I know that for him to be considered a top 5 quarterback, like everyone's considering him, making the playoffs is not enough. He needs to do it way more.
Not only is not because of that, but who's the other team in town?
Rams.
What are they doing?
I mean, the Rams have been doing this though for a minute. Though.
You think about that ain't enough, bro. That's not enough. When you got Stafford over here doing what he's doing, older,
like the Clippers and the Lakers.
That's what I'm saying. You got to be able to stand
break out of that. You got to break yourself out of that.
You're the lower, yeah, exactly.
Yep,
so
you're pretty much the Clippers over there.
I don't think that's going to be too much. So we'll move on to the Titans. The Titans hired Robert Saleh, defense coordinator and defense coordinator from the San Francisco 49ers, ex-head coach of the Jets. He's going to be the head coach for the Titans. Man, how you think that? You think that makes a difference or no?
This is that one that I'm like, okay, this team could flip around because of this. This team could absolutely, not that they're going to make the playoffs next year because of it.
No, but their culture is going to get
everyone improves, because their defense is already,
it's already decent. Yeah,
Jeffrey Simmons is one of them guys, so it's like, boom, that's
I agree. Titans got a good
standing pickup, So, because see what he did with the Niners defense without Bosa, without Fred Warner.
Yeah.
He had Eric Kendricks. He had him look like a dog. He
was a free agent signing off the street.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
And so it's like, the Niners had a good defense, and then was a bad defense within like the first 4 weeks, and was still going crazy. If he could do that, the Titans without the injuries, beautiful. And then Cam Ward, he just gotta have Cam Ward get more opportunities now. Like, his defense keeps him in the game. Cam Ward, now you have to play right. You have to play correctly.
Okay.
I'm not sure how good Robert Saleh is on the offensive side, but I'm just because he was a Jets coach at one time, so I was like, I don't know, but I think the Titans become a much better team with this one, and I knew this was going to be a great pickup from them immediately.
Yeah, I think so too. What do you think, Wes?
I feel like Cam Ward, to me, he's already a militant type dude when it comes to how he thinks about wanting to play the game of football, even for his team. Yeah. He's going to be happy to have discipline within the ranks. You know what I mean? So. He gets back with his biggest weapon. I think Ridley is going to be back next year. I'm pretty sure, unless he's a free agent, but he was hurt this year. He'll be back next year. They got, I think his name Deaky or something like that. That dude showed himself to be pretty.
The rookie receiver. Yeah,
he showed up. So now you might have 2 receivers. Plus, if you go out and get some people, they got to have a high draft pick. I think they got
hella cap space too.
You know what I mean? They may go defense, yeah. So they with their high draft pick, but now they have a defensive minded coach to kind of make sure that that's what's going to keep them in the game. If I can get me a solid defense, let my rookie quarterback make some mistakes for a while. I mean, that's where I really need to go. I don't need to go towards a high powered offense because he hasn't shown himself to be.
That's not what it. Yeah,
that's you don't need to do. You don't need to do that. You need to go ahead and get yourself a defense that can keep you in the game and let your quarterback figure it out from there. If he can just figure it, I think Cam Ward can actually do that with a solid team around him, supporting cast around him. But I think that was a great hire. That dude, to me, seems like his players, they love him.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like he's a very energetic type coach. I mean, he's gone and he's got an opportunity to see a culture of what offense should look like and what a team should look like. So he's coming off the back of that. So I'm pretty sure he's going to understand that, hey, I need to go find me an offensive-minded guy to make sure, for my young quarterback and for this team right here to kind of let them do it. I'm not going to try and do it all on my own. I understand the defense side of the ball, but let me go get myself a brain. He's been around enough. Shanahan has all kinds of disciples that he's put out there.
He's going to have some influence. For sure.
Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely. So that's just what I think about it.
I think that it was a good hire for one reason. He knows winning culture. And that's what the Titans need right now. I think that alone, just his moxie and how he is, it probably get them 3-4 wins. You know what I'm saying? Just people buying in and overperforming what they would normally do because they believe in their coach and the system. I think that Cam is going to benefit tremendously from this. I think that, Wesley, you hit it right on the head. I think that if Saleh was smart, he would go out and get an offensive brain because that's not his strong point. His strong point is defense. They got a lot of cap space. They got a young offense that's still trying to find their way. They got a defense that's pretty decent. They just was on the field too much because the offense was still having growing pains with a young quarterback. I think that they could possibly be how the Patriots, like that type of turnaround, if stuff falls into place, if they draft well and they get some good free agents. I think their defense is going to be fine. It just depends on the scheme of what they're running on offense, how confident Cam is executing that offense, and what they get in the draft and free agency.
Let me ask you. Sorry,
that was a really good hire.
Let me ask you guys this right here. I mean, so I know this guy named Arvell. I can't remember. He's one of the guys come out in the draft. He think he's a linebacker. I forget his name. Arvell Reese or something like that. I can't remember his full. And then they have Caleb Downs.
Yeah.
The DB out of the safety out of Ohio State.
Mm-hmm.
If you're them, are you looking at one of those two guys, or are you looking at one of those top receivers to kind of pick up and put on this Titans team?
If I'm Saleh, I'm going with what I know. I'm going defense because I'm like, if you can't score, you can't beat us. We can figure out. I mean, you always look at, it's rarely teams who outscore you and their defense is good that wins. Usually, if you got a team that you can't score against and they only score 10, they can still beat you. You know what I'm saying? So like, I'm looking at it like, if I can grind you down and we maybe get 16 points, that's enough to win the game. If you only score 6, you know what I'm saying? So if it was me, I would probably, my first pick in the first round or maybe first 2, exactly, make that defense a priority, because then you cover up a lot of mistakes from Cam. You give him a lot of leeway and a lot of like wiggle room to make mistakes because he's a young quarterback.
His second season is basically a rookie year still.
Exactly. He's gonna make mistakes. You know what I'm saying? If I can afford to be like, okay, you threw a pick, we'll look at this on the tablet on the sideline. Defense gonna go out there and get you the ball back. You know what I'm saying? That's if it was me, that's what I would be leaning towards. I'm building that defense up to be a monster.
Yeah, and then I'll just trade for a receiver. Like,
I'll get somebody in free agency. Yeah, I'll do something like that. And then maybe I'll take a flyer on somebody who was injured or has character problems on offense or something in the draft. But
exactly.
I'm building up, you know what I'm saying? I'm building up that defense to where, you know what? Maybe Cam ain't quite ready yet and he's still learning, but you're going to have hell trying to play us because our defense ain't going to let you score.
When you look at Ridley, he was averaging 17 yards a catch, almost 17.8. I mean, before he got hurt. I mean, so that's your deep threat right there, gone. The rest of these guys are good underneath threats. I mean, their tight end was their leading receiver. There's only 500 for 560 yards for the tight end, 515 for Ayamanor, whatever his name was. Yeah, him. I mean, you got other players over there who are possible, threats, but I'm definitely going to get him a free agent and definitely going to get him some guys in the draft.
To me, I'm gonna get him somebody, a veteran. I want somebody older, you know what I'm saying, that can come in and show him how to do the little things of being a pro. You know what I'm saying? Either a veteran, a tight end, or a veteran receiver. Maybe not necessarily a burner. You go get that burner in the draft, but you need somebody in that locker room that's going to be the glue to hold that offense together.
Just like what's his name? Stephon Diggs over in
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
People may not understand that, but yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. That's why I think that if it plays out right, they could be the Patriots of this year. You know what I'm saying? I think that could work. Next team we got moving on is the Dolphins. They hired not too flashy of a name, Jeff Hafley, who was the offensive coordinator or defensive coordinator for the Packers. They hired him as the head coach. Wes, you think that makes a difference or not?
I don't know who the guy is.
Why the hell would they do that?
You know what I'm saying?
Packers defense wasn't that good, bro.
Yeah, I don't think they worried. I
don't think
they're tripping, bro. They don't care about winning.
Who'd the Giants get?
Oh yeah, that's what's next. Before the Giants, this is also kind of one that we can roll through. The Lions, they hired offensive coordinator who was the OC for the Cardinals the past 3 seasons.
Why am I gonna do? I don't know, brother.
That's a good one. That's a good one though. That's okay, a good one.
That's a good one.
Only because you look at what Jacoby Brissett did in that offense versus what Kyler Murray did.
All right,
you know what I mean?
You upgrading going to Detroit. All right.
I think
it's almost like the type of. Go ahead.
Yeah, Jared Goff is a better Jacoby Brissett,
exactly. It's a version of, it's a kind of a version of a. I mean, this is probably what he wanted to play with Kyler Murray, but Kyler Murray couldn't do with Jacoby Brissett. He wasn't, he didn't have the dynamic of an arm as he did. I get what you're saying. So it looks ugly, but
that's
when you look at the real yardage,
I didn't look at it that way. Yeah,
you look at the real yardage that Jacoby Brissett put up, and if you look, what if Jared Goff would have been able to do something like that?
Needed a change
with better touchdowns, and
it did. They did. Their offense didn't look nearly as what it did last year.
What it should be, because their team is full of monsters. So
for sure on offense, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
something must have happened.
Moving on from that, we'll go to the big hire, The Giants hire John Harbaugh. Man, you think that makes a difference or no?
That is huge for them, you know, because
I think that's huge for Jackson.
Yeah, absolutely. Because really, John Harbaugh, it's not like he's gonna make a great quarterback. He's not a make a great quarterback type of guy. He's a make a great everything else.
Yeah.
And that's what Jackson Dart needs, because he's not a great quarterback. I don't think.
I don't think so.
I think he's just a quarterback that everyone's gonna follow.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
He's got a lot of moxie. People, that's the dude you want on your team. You know what I'm saying?
Look at that defense that the Giants got. That's a ton of potential in that.
They got a lot of young players. Yeah,
just get some DBs on that defense. That's all you got to do. Build up some DBs, and their team's gonna be killing them. Keep that running back. Maybe get a backup running back. Maybe nice. Get some other receivers. Just to be next to Neighbors, because we want Neighbors and Scatterbo to be healthy. We want Dart to be healthy. Sure. So we got to put a lot of things around them. O-line. That their team do need a lot of changes, like O-line.
They have to draft well.
Yeah, absolutely.
They have to draft well.
But I think Harbaugh is just going to be so much different, because it's like a lot of these dudes grew up seeing those Ravens teams. This is like they're walking in the locker room with a Hall of Fame coach right here. So,
he's going to have a lot of cachet in that locker room for sure.
Yeah, so as soon as he gets there, that they're going to be, oh yeah, this is what we're going to be now. We have a team that's built for what he wants to make too.
What you think, Wes? Make a difference or no?
I mean, I'm trying to think about who did Harbaugh coach at quarterback before he had Lamar. Who did he have back there?
Or
was it Flacco? Did he have Flacco at that point in time? Did he win a Super Bowl with Flacco?
I think so.
I think he did. Yeah.
I mean, that was the defense though. Really, that's when they had the defense was
because that was the Super Bowl against his brother in San Francisco. You know what I'm saying? When he was still coaching, when the lights went out and everything, it was called the Harbaugh. Yeah, he won with Flacco. Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm like
Flacco's the only other quarterback he had.
Yeah, that is.
I kind of look at it like, hold on, I'm gonna put these up real quick. I kind of look at it like it's hard to say whether he's it's hard to say whether he's a good coach or not. I mean, because I'm looking at you he's a good coach. I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna put that out. He's a good coach, but
is he great or not?
Yeah. You know what I mean? Like
coach, for sure.
We're pumping you up, and you've had some talent. They've given you all the
talent. You had to pick a litter. Yeah.
You know what I mean? You got the coldest running back for the deal. People should have snatched people should have snatched him up. How you gonna let him get with Lamar? And you still can't win.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? And you still can't win. I mean, you've had the teams. You've been around for a while, but it seems like you were just a few plays away every single time from being able to win the big one. And it has to come down to coaching at some point in time. Of course, it's the players too. Don't get me wrong, but man, it has to come down to coaching. Did he make the right choice going to the Giants? I think the market is it's a solid market. You know what I mean? Like, I think that's the biggest reason why he went there. He knows that he's pretty much going to have carte blanche, do what he wants, and he also comes in with his quarterback. I question Jackson Dart still right now, but he was 20. He had like 22, 24 touchdowns, only 5 interceptions. He showed, but at the same time, I've seen him do some throw for 33 yards in the game. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of things to question, but he also is going to have Malik Neighbors. He also has Cam Scatterbo. He has a lot. His defense is decent over there. They got and they were sorry this year, so they got top picks too coming in. You know what I mean? So and I'm sure there are going to be a lot of free agents that want to go there as well. He has. I think he got Robinson too. Was other
Wandale Robinson?
Yeah, he got pieces.
He got loose
pieces
the last couple games.
You know what I mean? He got pieces, and so I think he might have went for 1,000 yards. But Duke got pieces right now.
That D line is crazy.
That D line is crazy. Saying? They underperform a lot though.
Yep.
They don't do what they supposed to. You look at that roster and you think they should be killing people, and then you look at their stats and you like, dude, what's going on? Yeah.
And then there's the rookie man who said he was sleeping on the meetings.
Bill Carter.
Yeah, this is the second year. It's the second year. He might break out when you got the right kind of coach.
Terrell Suggs, he's like,
you feel me? It's a different kind. You're talking to somebody
is where it's going to help them the most.
Yeah,
offensively, they're going to have to piece it together and kind of ride some of their big star players. I think probably at some point, Jackson Dart people are going to start being like, all right, throw the ball 30 times and beat us. You know what I'm saying? Like they're gonna start being like, oh, you gonna have to show us you can't run. We're gonna stop that. Throw the ball 30 times. If you could beat us like that, then so be it. And I think that's where his weakness and where it's gonna kind of show where he where he needs to grow a little.
The Giants would like trade for like a Breece Hall or something, because if they could get that little that Thunder and Lightning going with them two. That would be.
I like Tracy and I like Scatterboo. If they're both playing, I like both of them together. Tracy is not as good without Scatterboo, but if you put them together, I like that. I'm not hating on that. I think their offense hinges on Dart because they got everything around them is good. If you, I mean, put it like this: if you had Winston starting all of them games, Winston would have threw for 4,000 yards, 30 touchdowns, 30 interceptions. Dart might throw for 3,200. You know what I'm saying? Like he gonna run the ball, but he ain't gonna
wait till he get his boy back though. We haven't seen him with Malik Neighbors. I know Neighbors coming off an injury though too. We gotta remember that he's coming off of a severe.
Or he can read defenses. No, don't get me wrong.
They're gonna get the ball though.
Yeah, exactly. They're gonna feed him the ball. They're gonna have some big plays, but I think it's gonna be a lot of mistakes in their offense with Dart still trying to figure stuff out.
Yeah,
no,
definitely.
Go
ahead.
We're gonna go to these. These is all the firings. Now, what we're gonna do is, we're gonna try to wrap it up quickly. Is it true that they should have got fired, or is the team tripping? True or tripping? You know what I'm saying?
I like that. True or tripping? I like that.
So the Bills, they fired McDermott. They fired their head coach. Is it true that they should have fired him, or was they tripping? What y'all think? Go ahead, man. You think they tripping? No, go ahead.
Fuck them. Nah, I'll get rid of all the coaches. They got something needs to change, man. They can't keep going with all this. This team is terrible.
I think the GM, man, how do you not have any good wide receivers, man, for your quarterback? When you have a quarterback, that kind of hurts everything right there. You have nobody, even that Keon Coleman. I mean, I'm sure the coach probably had something to do with
the comment that they made. If I'm Keon, send me up out of here, bro. You talking about you ain't want, you know what I'm saying? I don't like that, dog.
Man, get him out of here. You're not playing. Dude, you ain't showing up, bro. It's time for you to go. I need me a big. Me personally, I'd be like, man, I got probably one of the biggest arms in the league right now. You know what I'm saying? I got one of the biggest arms in the league. Go get me. I need some top receivers, man. Right now. Everybody else got top receivers.
I agree with what LT just said. If you fire him, the GM got to go too. To me, if he goes, everybody got to go.
Everything should have been gone.
If you gonna reset, everybody got to go.
You telling me we get Rashid Shaheed for the 4th and 5th round pick,
and you didn't make no moves?
Jacoby Myers was traded. I don't remember what Jacoby Myers was. He might have been cut. He might have just been cut though.
No, he got traded to the Jags.
Oh, he got traded. Yeah. You telling me the Bills couldn't
have got one of them? Myers? Yeah, there was something you could have did, bro.
There's easy trades.
You didn't go out and try to reach your boy.
To me, being the GM is just as guilty. He got to go, bro. Absolutely. Like he got to go with McDermott. If I was going to fire McDermott,
I'm asking for one good receiver for Josh Allen. Everybody else could be cool. I just need one receiver for Josh Allen, and I'll be cool with it. Shakir is like, okay, yeah, we know he's gonna be decent, but he's
a good number 2.
That's your wide receiver 1. Like, no, give me Jacoby Myers.
I mean, you look at what Caleb Williams got. He got more weapons than he got. I'm like, you got 3 good receivers, bro. How you got more? It ain't like they had to go, break the bank to get him. Come on, man.
No, you feel me? I think there was moves that could have been made to improve that receiving core.
And if Josh Allen didn't do. If Josh Allen's gonna be having no receivers, then at least let our defense be good. Yeah, he gets neither.
Yeah.
He gets a running back and
that hurts.
Yeah, pretty much, man. So that's how I feel. But go ahead.
So we all agree that Bills fire him. That's true. He should have got fired.
True.
I think I like this. I feel like they was tripping because I feel like he didn't have the players to actually win the game. Okay. I think they was tripping, but I think you give him another year. I think
you think he didn't have the roster. You think he didn't have the roster?
I think the receiving core. I look at their receiving core. I'm like, for what you got at quarterback, man, you're not going to put anything. I mean, Joe Burrow got 2 of the best receivers in the fucking league, man. You know what I'm saying? Like,
he ain't doing nothing. Yeah,
you ain't got one, brother. You ain't got not one of the good ones. I mean, they went and got Diggs, man. This next year you got Stephon Diggs.
Last year he had the same receivers last year,
and they were sorry last year too. You know what I'm saying? They wasn't good last year. He made them look better. Then people figured it out. Like, you cats really ain't that good. You know what I mean? You're really not who you say you are. So I think Keon Coleman's first year as a rookie this year, wasn't he?
Second year.
Second year.
Oh, man, he's sorry. Think about how sorry he is. You got a cold quarterback like this, but you can't figure it out.
You didn't progress. Yeah.
Come on, man. But yeah, go ahead.
All right. So tripping and true, we were a little split on it. Just for information, McDermott was 98-50 as a coach in the regular season, but he was 8-8 in the playoffs. That makes a difference.
I mean, yeah, huge difference.
LT's right there. This is the 1 year. Okay, well, you guys keep losing the Chiefs. How can we blame you?
There's no Chiefs. Yeah, you lost. You shouldn't have lost this one. You should have at least made the championship game.
Want to be Chiefs. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's crazy.
So move on to the Chargers.
Yeah.
Chargers fire their offensive coordinator, Greg Roman. Is that true or are they tripping?
Who?
Greg Roman.
Who the hell is he?
That's
okay.
That was the Chargers OC.
I'm gonna say, man, it's tough.
I think
man.
they
That's
tripping. I don't see.
That's a tough one.
What
the
I don't
enemy,
see,
but they brought back the enemy though.
Get better than that. Herbert's
they brought back. They brought back the enemy. I think he left in 2022. Their offense has pretty much done this since then. If you go back and look
who
over,
you talking about?
Eric Bieniemy, he left them in 2022. I think he went somewhere else, somewhere around there. He used to be their OC before this.
You talking about the Chargers or the Chiefs?
Are you talking Chiefs?
I'm talking about the Chargers.
Okay, my bad.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nah, I would do it too.
You would have fired. So yeah, the OC from the Chargers got fired. You think that they was true or they was tripping?
I would have fired him too, man. I'm firing him too.
McConkey was supposed to have a breakout year this year. This was supposed to be McConkey's year.
That's true.
You know, like this.
I'm definitely getting rid of
last
my
year
offense coordinator.
Man, I've been like, man, you just.
I'm not saying that I wouldn't have got rid of him. I just think that you gotta, especially after seeing however Herbert performs this season, you gotta take a long look.
This is
while
the
he
year
still has value and see if you can
fire.
get him out of there for something. You know what I'm saying? See what you can do, bro. If he don't get to the AFC Championship game or at least contend, he ain't it. I don't think he's it. And I don't think it's Herbert's coordinator's fault.
I think Herbert is almost basically on the level of a notch down from Josh Allen.
That's fair.
That's how I look. I mean, like pretty much you just haven't been to the AFC Championship game. That's it. You know what I mean?
Phillip Rivers.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, the offensive scheme is just not very good. Obviously, I mean, it's either him throwing the interceptions or turning the ball over, or it's the offensive coordinator making bad calls. I don't know, but if it's me, I'm gonna get rid of the coordinator before I get rid of my quarterback. You know, what I mean? Just because it's very hard to find an elite quarterback, and he's somewhat of an elite quarterback. I think they need to change the system that he's in and take him back to when I think it wasn't. I don't know if it wasn't the beginning. It wasn't this year. It was last year. When basically, I think when Harbaugh first got in there with him last year, he pretty much just said, you know what? Hey, all you're going to do, we're going to run the ball more than we're going to throw the ball
off. Yeah.
Yeah. You're going to take the ball out your hands for him. And at the end of the year, he let him throw the ball a little bit more. And when he let him, got more comfortable with him. And I think go get him a running back, man. Go get him a running back then. That's what you need to do.
Well, they did. He was injured. Yeah. They had him too. They both got injured, which was unfortunate. But I don't think that, in my opinion, I don't think that's cause to fire the OC. It was injuries. And I mean, Herbert has had offensive-minded, you know what I'm saying, geniuses that they plugged in there, and after it's like you still fire the coach, and it's like, look at dude who's running the offense. Yeah, is he lacking in any way? That's just my part, and I personally don't really like Herbert like that.
No, I feel it.
Tampa Bay Buccaneers, they fired their offensive coordinator. They kind of I don't think
crazy.
I don't think that was fair because everybody got injured, bro. Like, I mean, it wasn't really the coordinator. He was working
MVP.
That's what I'm saying. He was, when everything was healthy, he was working with everything was going. What can you do when you don't have three receivers, bro? Like, you know what I'm saying? And like, what do you want me to do? Baker did what he was supposed to do. When you look at his numbers, he still had a decent season. I think they tripping with that.
Absolutely. They must want to restart, like rebuild, revamp everything. There's, I don't make no sense. Their team was ready for it.
Yeah, that don't make no sense, bro.
That's a terrible.
I don't know. Me personally, man. I mean, you got to look at what's internally happening with that team. What's internally happened, because they failed. For some reason, their offense just completely fell apart. The second part of the season. So yes, I mean, the wide receiver is still there. The rookie wide receiver is still there. He was still around. One like he was hurt the whole second half. But I mean, you still got Baker. Baker can, and he didn't do anything. Baker, it must be something going on that we may not understand or know about to see that kind of a thing where that was a precipitous drop. They had an easy path to victory in this division to win the division. Easy. It wasn't hard. They were in the lead for a while and they just fell apart, crumbled. And it was mostly offensively that they were a high-powered juggernaut. Then something happened and he couldn't correct course.
Like there was like your man was saying, Baker was MVP talk.
He beat us.
Yeah.
And everyone tried to say it was just Baker, but I don't know. I think it may have been if they caught on to Baker. No, you catch on to the offensive scheme. That's what you catch on to. You know, most time you're not catching on to the quarterback. You're catching on to what they're doing. If they can't do anything different, there's a problem. And that's that kind of goes to your offensive coordinator.
If Bucky Irving gets hurt, Chris Godwin gets hurt, Mike Evans gets hurt.
Yeah, I feel you.
That sucks, bro. That's hard
his hamstring for a little bit. It's almost like that's why the 49ers, we were saying they're going to be coach of the year, Shanahan, because that's he
made it work. Yeah,
it's a hard thing to come back from. That's like you can't really come back from just our top players are just not there no more. You know, that's crazy that they would fire somebody after that. A lot of coaches would be fired, but not that one.
Somebody had to go. That's what they looked at. Like
somebody had to go. Yeah, for sure. Somebody had to wear that. You know what I'm saying?
I'd have ran it back with the same team. Just added.
I can't. I couldn't have done that. I mean, because not when your team should have won the. I understand, but I'm like, you got to tighten that team up.
Division to win.
Yeah, bro. you got to put yourself in a better position to win. You got to go with some free agents. You got to make sure that I'm definitely getting rid of Mike Evans, man. I like him a lot, but he's got to go. He's older now.
Mike Evans, they're not gonna pay him with. Nah, he's gone. He's gone. If he wants a chance to win for real, if he's smart, he would leave too. It would be a mutual thing.
The Chiefs.
Mm-hmm.
Chiefs. Somewhere where you gonna be valuable, bro. Like he's not.
The Chiefs he'll be hugely valuable with the Chiefs.
Hell
you know
yeah.
What I mean,
He'd be like a new Kelsey. He'd be like a new Kelsey.
Even if he went to Buffalo, you know what I'm saying? Like he would be valuable. He would be valuable, bro.
Yeah, definitely.
So Miami, we know they fired Mike McDaniel. We think that's true, or are they tripping?
He should have been fired.
I think he should have. It was just time for them to separate. That to me, that's easy. We can
that team, and they also got to get rid of Tua too. I think both.
Yeah, Tua's gone. Yeah,
both of them got to go. Yeah, both of them got to go. Gone. That team was cooked from the beginning.
It's crazy, man, because they end up winning some games at the end of the year. I think, and it's like,
I think that was a lot of emotion, though. I don't think they weren't as talented as the teams that they beat. They kind of caught them. You know what I'm saying? But
and that's what happens with them a lot of times. They really, they got some decent talent on offense. They do.
They
know
do.
What I mean? Like they do. When you really look at them, they be like, okay, I got some killers over here. And people don't come in here and go shopping on y'all.
Offense is clicking, it's clicking, bro.
They could probably get a good Tyreek trade too.
But it's Tua though. I think it was just him. Like I think him a lot of times he's making dumb interceptions. He's doing dumb stuff. He's kind of breaks up the team. Yeah. And I think they're up for a rebuild right now. I think they just needed to, it was just cleaning house kind of period of time. Let's just rebuild.
That needed to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah. You look at Mike, what's his name? Mike McDaniels.
Mm-hmm.
You look at him. I mean, you look at his transformation from where he was when he was just a coordinator to where he looked at a coach's dude. Look, I'm talking about his physical look. He got his hair slicked back. I mean, you look like he was immersed in the Miami lifestyle. It might have been time for you to leave. Because you might have been doing a little bit too much down here, partying too much.
It was time for him to get out of there.
Yeah,
bro.
It might have been time for you to go. You feel me?
Baltimore fires John Harbaugh. You think they tripping or that's true?
Should have been fired. He did terrible for them.
I do think I gave Harbaugh a lot of credit. In them last 2 years was like, bro, you got everything. They keep, you know what I'm saying? Like you got everything. And then the most shocking thing is the defense like just died, bro. Like their defense
Alexander
was known for, bro. And like they couldn't stop nothing. It got a little bit better towards the end of the season, but it was still like, bro, this is not Baltimore Raven football.
Once you've seen our team, because the defensive coordinator for the Ravens, that's our head coach.
Yeah, I know.
Mike McDonald. So it's like we let him go because we believed in you still. And now look at him where he's taking his team.
And now look at you. Yeah.
You know, like they got the better team on paper, you know, like that offense right there. I would love that offense. But you know, it's like wow.
But you still, I mean, I feel like, when it came to Harbaugh, it probably was time. He's had too many different. I mean, as he losing the locker room, something's. I mean, I think there was a problem between him and Lamar too. I think they were talking about getting rid of Lamar.
I think they weren't on the same page, bro.
At all, you know. Probably for a number of different reasons. I mean, they're starting to talk about. You start seeing there becoming problems about Lamar's gold teeth and this, that, and third. They started making comments about his, who he was versus. I think that's.
They clashed, bro.
I think so too. It's just that the last few years was they understand that right now is pretty much the time frame that they have to win a Super Bowl. You know what I mean? I think this is what they have right now. They understand that this is the closest we're gonna. Yeah, you know, as close as we're gonna be. We still got a serviceable Derrick Henry. We still got a quarterback who, you know, at least
MVP
Lamar's. Yeah, you know what I mean. But like, he could stay if he can stay injury free because he's injured all the time right now. He's been getting injured a lot lately, and so I mean, I think it's a tough one to say because you hate seeing a long tenure coach like that take the fall, but I think it was just time for them. I think he probably lost the locker room. Now I'm gonna say that he's probably lost the locker room over there. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I say true.
All right, we'll move on to this. Should be these next couple ones is pretty easy, in my opinion. So we can kind of roll through them. The Lions fired their offensive coordinator. I think that they needed to do that. They offense didn't look nothing like what it was.
Horrible. They look horrible.
The Commanders fired their defensive coordinator. I ain't really got too much to say about that. I didn't, you know what I'm saying? Like it.
They had a down year, man. It's kind of tough.
They had a down year, and I just think that they had a lot of. Remember last year they won like 8 or 9 games, like in the last
close
second.
games.
You know what I'm saying? So it was like you can't sustain that. And then I mean I think people got some film and they kind of figured out what Daniels likes to do, and they took away a lot of the stuff. You know what I'm saying that he was doing. And then Cowboys, we fired our defensive coordinator, which we needed to. We had the worst defense in the league. That was easy. First of all, we need more personnel. We need more players. Yeah. But our
end of the year, I think at the end of the year, y'all defense looked a little bit better.
It looked better because we traded for more personnel. But scheme-wise, I think Eberflus, he just needed to go. Yeah. Head coach for the Cardinals, Jonathan Gannon, he got fired. I think that was pretty needed. That's pretty easy. They needed to get somebody else in there. It was
got to get rid of Kyler Murray though.
I think that's what I'm saying. I think that's paired to Kyler Murray having to get up out of there too.
Get out of here.
This is the next big one. The Raiders fired Pete Carroll.
That's what I was about.
The Raiders fired Pete Carroll and Chip Kelly.
Tripping on Pete Carroll.
On Pete Carroll, I think they're tripping. They gave him a raw deal, bro. With that, there was nothing you could do. I do not like Chip Kelly. I don't think he should be. He should go back.
If he brought Chip Kelly in, man, you should have been fired too. If your idea, I think it had to be. It had to be his choice.
I don't think Carroll types of people. I think that was more from upstairs, and they wanted Chip Kelly in there because I don't think they meshed, bro.
How do you, as Pete Carroll? And he's a big name. He didn't have to go to Las Vegas and lose. That's and know that he's gonna lose. He could have went pretty much not anywhere. You know what I mean, but anywhere if he wanted. He could have waited a year out and went back. Yeah, you feel me? So to me personally, I'm kind of like to me, I think he chose Chip Kelly. I'm not gonna come somewhere and let you choose my offensice coordinator. I'm not gonna what am I gonna come here for? You know what I mean? If Harbaugh can go, if Harbaugh can leave the Ravens, I feel like Chip Kelly's probably had sorry about that. What's his name again? Pete Carroll's probably had a better last tenure with his team than what Harbaugh has. Me personally, I think he's had a better tenure at the Seahawks than Harbaugh had with the Ravens.
Yeah,
he had 2 Super Bowl.
They both got one appearances.
But he got 2 Super Bowl appearances though. You know what I mean? And he's kept being consistent in the playoffs. He's went and switched the team over with a whole new quarterback and still made it work. You know what I mean?
Pete Carroll's he's not even a type of coach to just scheme up and create a team. He's a rebuilding coach. Like he's a coach that'll make a team, you know?
Yeah, he likes to start from the ground up. Yeah.
Yeah. You look at the Raiders.
I think he definitely
quarterback.
Chip Kelly. I think he definitely picked Chip Kelly. I think
if he picked Chip, then he should have went too. Yeah.
You know what I mean? I just don't. I just think I just think that if your choice is to pick somebody who players are not probably going to like, man, he has how am I going to bring a dude in who know that's been dealt with things? I'm gonna sport that 70% certain class of people. Mm-hmm. And I'm gonna go get you.
You don't get along. Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like okay, my bad. Chip Kelly, you can't. Okay,
what? You know, I know. I feel you, but I'm just like I feel like at this point in time, bro, you know better than that. I mean, he could. I mean, and I think at the same time, bringing bringing in Gino was another thing too. And Gino had a bad attitude. By the end of the year, Gino's yelling at the sideline. Gino's tripping. You know what I mean? Because he's playing bad. And I think that dynamic. I bet you he said, this is who I'm bringing my guys." And he brought him.
He probably did.
He went and got bought. What was that? What the guy, little dude name, number 16? That y'all had on your team last year, Tyler. He went and got everybody, brother. He went and got everybody.
He got Jamal Adams and turned him to a linebacker.
And Jamal Adams was doing good as a linebacker.
He did play decent as a linebacker.
Their team just wasn't that good. It just really wasn't. It was a bunch of has-beens.
Offensively, they didn't have it, bro.
Yeah,
they just didn't have it.
But if I'm telling you, like, they got the #1 pick this year, you know, like it's just like, yeah, this is exactly what we need.
Is he too old school now? Has he looked? I mean, because what he brought in was an old guard type of, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that type of offense.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, that's not, you know, this is not me hating on him, but I just didn't like.
You got to change the times, bro.
And you got, I mean, you went and got who you wanted to get. It wasn't like you could have won more games than what you won. I thought how many games you won, like 3? Won 3 games, brother. Yeah. You know what I mean? And you know, you got, so don't get me wrong. Sure, they should have probably given him he should have had in his contract. I'm guaranteed 3 years. You can't get rid of me.
I would at least had 2 guaranteed in there.
No, I mean, I'm not taking a chance with you. Yeah, you're gonna give me some guarantees. I need to know that for sure. We're taking a team that's already sorry as hell, and we're trying to do something with you.
Facts.
So that's
I ain't gonna turn it around in 1 year. That's not common.
It's not gonna happen. But I me personally, man, I'm about to get I got a brand new, the first round pick, getting a brand new quarterback. I got $100 million in the bank. And then they had the most money out of everybody.
Raiders just need to either get our offensive coordinator, the Seahawks offensive coordinator, or Belichick.
I like Genty.
Hey, I got Genty in the backfield. I got the Bauer wide receiver. I mean,
trade for AJ Brown. They probably need AJ Brown. They probably,
you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't get AJ Brown with.
They got to get a quarterback first.
They gonna draft that one.
They got the one boy.
But Mendoza, the dude from Indiana,
it would be tough for me to have AJ Brown with him. AJ Brown might be too much for him.
If I'm AJ Brown, I wouldn't want to go there. I'd rather go somewhere that's more
with an established quarterback like Josh Allen. Josh Allen's a perfect situation for you, really.
Yeah,
he's the best one.
If the Raiders get our offensive coordinator, if the Raiders get our offensive coordinator, they're gonna look like monsters. Because that's a run. That's we had a run team.
First offense, yeah.
Yep. They need O-line desperately. Desperately. Their team is really. There's not much they could have done. I don't think they should have fired Pete though. That was crazy.
I mean, I'm like, to me
unless
personally,
unless they know who because they should have got Salah then, the Niners defensive coordinator. They should have got somebody that could really.
Well, also you got to do people want to go there? You're looking at that roster. It's like. I'd rather go to Tennessee. I'd rather go to Tennessee than go there, to be honest.
Who do you pick up that's better than Pete Carroll? You know, I'm just like, I don't see.
They probably gonna have to either pull somebody from coordinator or go get somebody from college.
They have to trade for Tomlin or something.
Yeah, that's what somebody said too. But I'm like, I'm not. If I'm the Bills coach, I'm not going there. Ain't no way I'm going there. You get this.
That's not a desirable job.
That's not a desirable job right there. Carroll already.
That job is good for somebody who's a first-year head coach who's getting a start, or somebody from college that who's trying to prove themselves. An established coach probably won't take that job.
It's gonna be hard for a young coach.
It's a bad setup.
You know what I mean? Like it's tough because you got Tom Brady overseeing you, and you got just got a lot going on. But you got a lot of money. You really want to go get somebody who has connections, who has like
the biggest appeal to Vegas is that it's Vegas. There's a lot of money there.
Exactly.
It's a lot of things that can come with that, and you can appeal to free agents in that way. But the football still got to be right. You know what I'm saying?
Well, what about So with all that, you think Dion is going to go up to the NFL soon? You think Dion?
Nah, I don't think so.
I don't think Dion goes to the NFL.
I
think Dion's next job is probably going to be Florida State.
One of those teams like that. Yep, it's probably going to be somewhere in the SEC.
He'll go to a powerhouse. Yeah, he'll go there.
I think so too. We'll go, maybe Flores though. What about Flores? I might try to go get him.
I like Flores. I do like Flores.
I might go get him and bring him down there.
At least somebody like that, defense, right? Yeah,
absolutely. And then you saw how dude reacted at the end of the year. Their defensive end, he was hot. You know what I mean? What's the one boy's name? 98.
They deactivated him. He was like, bro, I want to play. Yeah, he was pissed.
He's ready to go.
I think that would be something big for him if they went out. You know what I mean? And
they got a defensive minded coach. Yeah, that's gonna work.
Yeah.
Next, I think we can all agree we wanted the Browns. The Browns was not tripping for firing Stefanski.
Nah, that's true.
That's true. The Falcons firing Raheem Morris, their head coach. You think that's true or tripping? I think they was tripping for that. There wasn't no need for that. They was close enough to where they could have gave him another year.
How many years has he been there? I don't know how many years he had been there so far. And then it was kind of
he just got hired. He was only there 2 years, I think. More matter of fact, was it one?
I don't know. If it was only 1 year, man, then it's too much. You know what I mean? But if you've been there for multiple years, and they kind of like wait.
Well, two is enough to fire him.
Hell yeah.
I mean,
if Pete Carroll gets fired after 1 year,
it was only 1 year because the year before, the Steelers OC was what's his name, Arthur or whatever, Arthur Smith. He was their head coach.
If only 1 year,
that's kind of 1 year.
That's crazy.
He
right
need
now.
to be dropped. No.
That doesn't. When you think about it, though, if we go back over this, it sounds like a setup. You fire him, he's 8-9. The record ain't that bad.
That's what I'm saying.
8-9. Yeah. That's not a horrible record.
I mean, and you Stefanski.
Yeah, you gotta think about it. You gotta think about it like this. I'm damn near gonna fire you regardless. I don't care if you just went 8-9. It wasn't like your record was bad.
Bijan Robinson's stats are nuts.
Stupid.
He's crazy.
Doing crazy like that.
Stupid.
Yeah.
Back to back 1400.
Yeah, he's cold. I mean, he's cold. You know what I mean? But even just to go over the quick little I don't know how many more you got left.
Just like 3 more.
No, keep going. Go ahead. I was gonna bring up the Falcons thing, but we'll deal with that later. Keep
okay. The Giants fired Dayball. You think they was tripping, or that's true?
I think they was tripping, man.
I think they was tripping too.
Yeah,
they didn't give him enough time. You know what I'm saying? He had horrible pieces to work with at first.
I saw.
You finally get him some pieces. Yeah. You fire him. You know what I'm saying? It was like
in the middle of the season
all
too.
These horses, then they all go down to get injured, and you don't let me get a whole year coaching with them full. I think they was tripping.
I saw that team revamping his heart right there. I seen them starting to.
I did too
a little bit. You know, they started celebrating more. They started. I seen more unity with them. That was crazy.
I think,
I saw nothing wrong with the Giants.
Eagles fired their offensive coordinator Kevin Patullo. Well, they parted ways, but he gone.
They need to get rid of all of them.
Yeah, I think they was true to that. He needed to go. I've been saying that their offensive coordinator was trash this whole season. You don't have the weapons that you have on that team, and you don't utilize them the way. But if you saw the routes that AJ Brown was running, it was like he was in damn middle school.
Hey,
like they didn't have this dude. They weren't using his strengths. I think they needed to find him.
Jalen Hurts is in the same boat as Justin Herbert, if not worse, though.
He won a Super Bowl, so that buys him a lot more time.
Yeah, I mean, but he's gone to the AFC Championship and the Super Bowl many more times too. I mean, he gets there.
You can't put him in that same boat because he's got there.
More than once. He's gotten there more than once.
He's got there, bro. That matters.
I mean, but
they'll hold on to you a long time if you showed him one thing.
He's a winner. He's a winner.
And he's a winner.
Saquon Barkley, AJ Brown, and Devontae Smith, like. I could see how you could get that far.
He got there before they got Saquon. He got to the Super Bowl before they even got Saquon.
He outplayed Mahomes in that Super Bowl. He's one of the only quarterbacks we can say, hands down, outplayed Mahomes twice in big games.
With AJ Brown and Devontae Smith, that's a
great.
Not
the first time. That's real. It's a short leash in Philly.
Yeah, but I think Jalen Hurts
a bigger city. That's a bigger city. Yeah,
his arm talent is what makes the team so frustrated. I think that's why he has to run AJ Brown has to run such simple routes. I think the reason why they have to do certain things because it's not an O-line problem and it's not a receiving problem.
Well, they had some injuries on the O-line this year, so they were missing.
And then the one guy, I think the one dude retired too.
Retired. Kelsey brother retired. Then Lane Johnson went down, and then the other big rugby dude he went down. He was out for a couple of weeks, so that hurts. I don't think that there's. I think that Hurts can make the throws that he needs to make. I just don't think. I feel like they still treat him like he got training wheels sometimes. Like they still trying to keep him in a box, and I'm just like
control and let the defense win it. You know what I mean?
He's been at a high level everywhere he's
for a
played
long time.
As high school.
Let him go do what he got to do.
Let him do what he do. And then when he was in college, he played. You know what I'm saying? He played with top dogs. You know what I mean? Like I think
they're almost like a corporate kind of a team. Almost they almost became like a very corporate team this year. They thought they had a formula last year, and I think they tried to roll with the same thing, and it just didn't work this year. Saquon wasn't explosive. You know what I mean? You lost a lot of your offensive line pieces, and you just couldn't reproduce what you had done the year before. I think more than anything else.
All right, and then the big one, the last one, Mike Tomlin. He leaves the Steelers. They tripping now. Granted, they didn't fire him. He stepped down.
I'm gonna say
he was tripping, or you think he was true to leave?
I'm gonna say he was tripping, but you know what I mean. I think it's on him to want to leave. So but I think he's tripping for leaving. I think that Tomlin has been a stalwart. They've only had 3 coaches, man. 3 coaches over the whole history of their team.
Chuck Noll, Coward, and him. Yeah,
yep.
It was all won Super Bowls. It was the best for his legacy for him to.
Leave now.
That's the only reason why I say I think because if he would have that first technically
that's a lot of respect. That's a lot of respect for the Steelers
to leave. that first losing season, they would have killed him, bro. They would have tore him down. They would have killed his legacy. They would have said he was. They should have been let him go. Blah blah. I think him leaving on his own terms was a big thing, was fair. So you can't fire me. I'm gonna leave. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go ahead. I think he'll probably take a year off, and then next year, after this next season, he's gonna be a hot commodity. Somebody once he says he's ready. Somebody
wonder who they're gonna pick up. I wonder who they're gonna pick up because that's gonna be the biggest, decision of it all. Because he might end up just coming back. Like for the season starts, he might just end up being like, okay, actually, I'm gonna come back because they can't find a coach to, replace me.
He said it was a mutual. I think so too.
Absolutely,
I definitely. But but it gives them the opportunity because they can't.
They get to restart. They get to start fresh.
He can't just sign with another team. They have to trade for him. He's made himself
because he resigned.
So that's why I'm almost like
it gives him leverage. It gives him leverage because if he don't want to do it, you know what I'm saying, he could just be like, "Nah, I'm good." You know what I'm saying. He don't have to. So he's in a good situation. It kind of cripples the Steelers, but it starts their fan base over again.
I don't think the Steelers wanted him to go. I don't think Steelers wanted him to go.
I don't think they wanted him to go. I think they felt a little pressure from the fans and stuff.
Yeah.
But
and the media.
That's just not how the Steelers operate. Like you said, they've only had 3 coaches their whole existence. They gonna let the coach ride out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. To let him resign was the best way to let him go. Anyway, it went. Real deal. You know what I'm saying?
No team's trading for him though. No team's trading for him.
I don't think so.
If I'm the Raiders, man, I might think about it.
I don't think
I'm gonna give you something. I'm gonna give you nothing.
Coach,
he had an uglier season than he had an uglier season than the Raiders did.
Nah, no way.
Absolutely.
How was that? He went to the playoffs.
They picked up Jalen Ramsey. They had
there was a lot of expectation on that team.
Darius Slay. They had DK Metcalf. Now they have Aaron Rodgers.
But you still got Aaron Rodgers, though. Aaron Rodgers is a 75-year-old quarterback. I understand what you're saying, but I get what you're saying. You're right. They did have all those pieces, but I feel like Jalen Ramsey is at the end of his rope. He don't even play cornerback no more. You're pretty much they moved you position.
He slowed down.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. And then they picked up Jabril Peppers. They picked up who's the dude?
Darius Slay from the Eagles.
Yeah, but they had a dude from the Chargers that went there too. His daddy used to play. I don't remember, but
I know what you're saying though. They had a lot of big names on their team.
They got a lot of names that was a little past their prime on that team. Yeah,
that's what I think too. I think
so it was like you got a team. Like you still have TJ Watt. Like your team is full of stars and full of monsters,
big names.
You got it. So it's like, and then there was their defense was terrible.
And you remember Watt didn't even. I don't think Watt even played in the. Did he play in the playoffs? Did Watt play in the playoffs? I think he was out for the season. He was out the last few games. Maybe
I think he might have been out.
Cameron Hayward was on the team still.
Yeah, he's a beast. He's a beast.
They finally okay. But yeah, that's all we got, fellas. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, man. And with that, man, we're gonna go ahead and call it an episode, man. So hey, I appreciate that was the code. I really appreciate that episode, y'all. That was very insightful, very, very insightful, man. And with that, man, I'm your host, Wesley, along with my dude, man, and my boy VZ. This is Plays and Parlays. We'll see y'all next time.
Yes, sir.